Hey, look at us. Here we are. We are the playtesters tonight. Welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild. My name is Dave, your humble dungeon master, and we are here to close out a 3-session short shot of the MCDM Psionics rule set that has been itself dynamic in nature over the course of the 3 sessions that we've played. We've had 3 different versions of the rule set, and it has gotten interesting to keep up, but we've done an awesome job, and because we're so dedicated to playing this game. Before we get started, I want to give these awesome players an opportunity to introduce yourselves. As always, tell us who you're playing, and maybe, if you don't mind, a little bit about the specialization, the psionic specialization that your character has, just to give folks a little bit of a flavor of what the possibilities are. And why don't we start with Christian?
Okay there. Hi, I'm Christian. The Bleak Season on Twitter and other such places. I am playing Kevin Rohrbach, who is his specialization is no specialization, because that's how I like to run my life. He is a maverick, which is a path or a non-path that basically does not specialize in any one particular type of psionic power, but rather can sort of do most of them fairly well. So it's more of a jack of all trades kind of thing, and I kind of I like that stuff. It's, you know, it's meant to be a bit more sort of free flow and pick up whatever you want along the way, rather than really kind of focusing down one path. And that's me. I like to be as, you know, useless as possible. No, not true. I'm pretty useful, I think.
You like to keep your options open, I think is what
That's
it is.
right. I like to, that's right. I like to, you know, I got to be out there on the edge where I got to, like Al Pacino.
I'm curious,
Yeah.
is there a downside to going Maverick relative to specialization?
No, I think that it's kind of like my bonus features, my powers apply to all the psionic powers that I use, but I think they're not as powerful. So I think the bonuses that other people get in their path are probably more powerful, but they don't apply when they use powers to other paths. So it kind of forces you to focus on, you know, I mean, you're gimping yourself if you go and take stuff outside. Whereas in my case, I can, you know, sort of, it's like a buffet. I just grab whatever I feel like and, you know, run with it.
That second level ability you get for specialization, though, is nothing to be like sniffed at. It's like, oh, well, just half my damage die or max.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think overall things are pretty gross here. But anyways, I've quite enjoyed playing Maverick. You know, it's the closest I'll ever come to being Tom Cruise. So, you know.
Thanks for being here, Maverick. And the goose to your Maverick, let's jump over to Michael.
Oh, God, does that mean I die this session?
Oh,
gosh.
Spoilers.
Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me.
Oh, no. Hi, I'm Michael. I'm going to at some point stop being fascinated by the reflection of my ring light in my glasses, but I don't know if it'll be before the end of tonight. So everyone just be ready for that. You can find me at Valkyrie Bait on the Twitters, where I'm retweeting funny memes and spicy takes. I am playing Will, who is the telekinesis specialization, because I'm a hoe for, well, many things in fantasy tropes. You know, magic swords is a big one. I'm not doing magic swords this time, but I'm a big old fan of psionics anything. Hence, I'm here, and specifically telekinesis, because man, maybe it's cool hitting people, but it's cooler to crush them with your mind. That is my jam, and I am here for it. I missed last session because I was in the distant and foreign land of Michoigan.
Heard of it.
Michoigan?
Michigan.
I don't know. It's a strange place, and I don't recommend it. But I'm sure nothing has gone wrong in the interim, and everything is perfectly fine with this
Michigan.
Band of heroes.
With this band of 13-year-old heroes.
To those throngs of viewers out of Michigan, we do love you. Michael, maybe less so.
I love you, but You should just move to Wisconsin, or actually you
Squeaky
should talk
cheese.
Wisconsin into annexing the rest of you. Wisconsin should have that UP. You're basically already there. Come on, guys, you can do it.
Or just annexed to Ontario. I mean, you're
Careful
basically
what
already
you
there.
wish for, man. I think there might be a lot of people heading to Canada in the near future. Hey, but without getting into too much more detail, let's jump over to Kendra.
Hey, I'm Kendra. You can find me at Kenner Duluth. I have tweeted approximately 7 times since 2017, but I'm working on it.
Very nice.
You can hear this voice some more on Twin Portals podcast. We are on Spotify. We are a Dungeons and Dragons actual play podcast out of the Twin Ports of Superior, Wisconsin and Duluth, Minnesota. And we also do live shows here in Duluth. And I play Rue Hunter. She is a metamorphosis adept. Her brain allows her to change both her own body and yours. So it's pretty cool with a touch of her mind. She can heal companions. She can buff them, turn their arms into weapons. And lately, or soon, she will be able to not only bring other people back from the dead, but her own ass back from the dead, her own self. So hopefully that doesn't actually happen tonight, but
if it was only the ass, it was going to get really weird.
That's true.
Thanks for being here, Kendra. Appreciate you. Let's go over to Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter, and I am playing Charlotte Williams, who is a Resiopath. So I've taken the Resiopath specialization, which means I get to create and shape objects and dreams. So
Whoa.
I can call forth a soulless, like spirit animalish kind of thing to attack people. And I can also give you nightmares, affect your dreams, make you see things. I can make objects. It's pretty cool. And we've been fighting a lot, so there's not a lot of objects to make.
Fair.
Could you make an
That's a good
object
point.
inside someone?
Ooh.
Let's try it. And I've been trying to think of how I can turn these things into weapons somehow.
Yeah, get creative. There you go. Like a
hand out like candies, and as soon as they eat them, just transform them.
I think the one
they
where I can
choke?
make a small object, that one, nobody can be holding it for probably that very thing that we don't want to like suddenly create. I don't know, like a key inside someone's body and just kill them.
Maybe that's a higher level power we just haven't gotten to yet.
But
Well,
that's
we can-
entirely true too.
We'll be able to provide this feedback to MCDM and say we want to people to choke on marbles, and they'll be like, I don't know.
Dice.
Right.
Choke on dice.
It's no longer a cantrip.
Like you people are weird.
It's not just for cantrips anymore. Well, thank you all for being here. This has been really fun. I'm glad that we were able to make this happen in such short order. I think Michael was the one who posted a note in our Discord about this this playtest opportunity, and we jumped all over it because we like to do that kind of stuff. So there we go. Let's see here. We do have a couple of quick announcements. We are currently in a fundraising mode, trying to help out folks who need to have access to safe and legal abortions. Everybody knows what's going on in the world with, well, in this United States, which don't seem so united anymore. But nevertheless, stay positive, Dave. We are raising money. Our goal is to raise $1,000 for the National Abortion Federation, and their organization is really cool. They provide security, support, emergency assistance, and training for staff at clinics who provide abortions. So they do a really good job of helping to support those providers, which we know are going to be under a lot of stress, not only from folks who are going to be flooding to their services because they can't access abortion in their own states in some respects, but also there's a lot of people who are dicks and protest and just act like assholes around those places. So security is really important. So anyhow, I'm going to put a link here. If you are interested in getting involved with that, you can make a donation to the National Abortion Federation. If you don't have the funding to do that, get active. Find an organization locally where you can speak out and get active and make your voice heard. There's a lot of them out there, so seek that out. Help spread the word that we need to fight every day for our rights. All right, so I think that's the main. The other thing I should say is that we do have our Wednesday game coming up this week, so check that out. It's our Beyond Saltmarsh game, and I think Salt Mash. It is not Salt Mash. It is Salt Marsh, but Salt Mash would be kind of a good whiskey. Sounds like a good whiskey name. All right. Well, let's jump into a quick recap from last week. Let's see. Last week, my friends, we continued a strange adventure of 5 teenage friends, Rue, Charlotte, Will, Kevin, and Tommy, who had experienced a strange awakening of psionic powers after a near-death experience in icy waters at Starfall Lake. The powers were strange, scary perhaps, a little supernatural in manifestation. It resulted in all of them, it resulted in one of them, Tommy, being abducted. Now, in an attempt to save their friend, the party followed a set of clues to a portal at the Starfall Lake Psychiatric Institute, which transported them to a strange, dreamlike world and subsequently to an alternate dimension at the edge of Starfall Lake, but in a very different reality. Strangely, the 4 friends had themselves been transformed by this new place, grown in both age and power, finding themselves to be approximately in their 20s at this point, in the blink of an eye. Along the shoreline, you communed with the ghost-like projection of Kevin's father, Chuck, who provided a bit of detail about the predicament, that Tommy had been taken by the minions of a powerful psionic entity named Omus the Mind Eater, and that the powers manifesting within the 4 of you were inherited from your missing parents, and who had also ventured to this place at one point to stop this multiversal monster. The party entered a labyrinthine mining operation beneath the lake, where ashen-skinned dwarves toiled to gather glowing psionic crystals. The party was waylaid by strange psionic automatons that attempted to block your advance. In defeating the robots, the cavern was sent into a high alert. Emerging from the underground into an underground loading bay, you found yourself staring at an expansive void filled with shimmering light, where a fleet of nautiloid ships made a hasty departure laden with heavy payloads of psionic crystals destined for some unknown locale. Now, using your psionic powers, you boarded the ship, one of the ships, as it pulled away from the causeway. And this, my friends, is where we find ourselves currently. You are aboard this strange nautiloid ship. And I believe Rue and Kevin are in a shadowy form. Rue having taken cover behind some crates of crystals. Charlotte, on the other hand, has used a psionic ability to disguise herself as one of these ashen-skinned dwarves. Will, at this point, is where your location is unknown. Maybe only to you.
Time and space are weird.
So, maybe, my friends, what would you like to do?
Maybe Will was behind us all along.
Maybe, but for the moment,
I've been thinking about it, guys, and I'm still pretty certain that getting on the octopus ship was a bad idea.
Do you come whisper that? I think we're kind of in separate parts of the.
Yeah, so you guys are sort of spread out at this point. You can kind of coalesce into an area if you want to. That's fine. You will need to make some. Will is just kind of floating off in space. You will need to make some stealth checks to move about. You are not invisible, as my understanding, but you are in a shadowy, like sort of a. There's still something there. It's just that you're a shadow, so you can kind of flit about through the shadows, but it'll take a stealth roll, which you will make with advantage.
Right, fine.
So I could get rid of these guys. But it'll be pretty dark.
Hunt them out into space.
Yep.
Well, in for a penny. I don't know exactly what happened to me back there. I just know that like I got hit really hard, and then I could see a light really far down the tunnel, and I was going for it. And it's only Rue's voice that brought me back. And I really rather not go down that path again. So if we can mitigate those, chances by,
Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna see if I can get to a place where I can see 3 of those other space dwarves, or sorry, what are we calling them? They're
Yeah, sure.
miners?
Space dwarves is cool. I like that. I like space dwarves.
Technically, I think that makes them squats, as long as we're not going to get sued by Games Workshop.
Okay.
Let's call them.
I think you said Durgar's last game, but we wouldn't know what the Durgar is. So
Yeah.
Space dwarves it is.
All right, and I will cast elsewhere. So I'm just gonna teleport them 30 feet to an unoccupied space.
Outside
Okay.
of the ship.
Yes.
That sounds great. Do they have any sort of saving throw or anything?
An intelligence saving throw.
So these 3 space dwarves, as we're now calling them, are working about on the deck of the ship, organizing things. They kind of look over at you, and one of them kind of spits as you're just not really helping. But you look over at them and focus your psionic energy, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple of intelligence saves, which they're not particularly adept at. The first one is a natural 1. A 6, and a 16 on the third one.
The one
Okay.
appears inside one of the other ones.
So now is that my
That'd be your intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
okay.
Plus 10 is your DC. So whatever that is.
Okay, I'll just roll first. So 17,
Okay.
right? And then is just what I rolled. So I guess we can add my intelligence to it, which is 3, so that's 20. And then you said my proficiency on top of that?
Well, so this is a saving throw, right? So
Okay.
it would be the DC for your save is 10 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So whatever that equals
Okay.
would be what I would
Okay,
have
so
to
that-
roll.
That
under.
is also 17.
Okay, so since the highest I rolled was a 16, they all get teleported off into space. You should be getting to work.
It's
don't think they make any
instantaneous.
noise,
They're just
actually.
they're just gone.
Well, they're screaming as they fall
Well-
once they reach that location, and they quickly disappear. Bloop.
It's kind of like an Among Us moment, really. So I still look like one of them. And then okay, so that's a 3rd level power, so I've got to roll, right?
Yep,
For
you make a manifestation
Whether or not I have
test.
strain.
Space
and-
dwarf number 3 was not the traitor.
And I'm fine.
Yes. So for
Roll
those of
the
you that don't know the mechanic, if you roll above the order of the power that you're using, you manifest the power with no strain. If you roll the same as the power, you take 1 strain, and if you roll less than the power, you take the strain equal to the power order. And
I
strain is
just murdered
bad.
3 people and it cost me nothing.
Yeah, I mean, so they're in the astral sea. They're just kind of floating off in space as the ship kind of takes off. They may or may not make it.
Are there flotational devices?
You roll a perception check for a. Oh, but that would be great. Let's see. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna see if there is.
17.
They do not have any personal flotation devices or those hoops that you can throw. Safety rings. They don't have those on the ship. Not OSHA approved, apparently.
I mean, I look, but if there's nothing.
Yeah, you don't find one. However, you do with that roll, Kevin. You look about, and amongst the crates, you see that there is a crate, and underneath some of the crystals, there is a figure, a person, a human.
Brew. Wow.
I
Is
put
that-
it over in my shadowy form, which is probably going to end soon because it only lasts 10 minutes.
Is that a foot? Is that a foot?
It is
think it might
indeed
be
a
a-
foot.
I think that might be a foot. Is it wearing Converse? Is it Will?
Did we drop a crate on someone?
Are you guys still in shadow form at this point?
If there's no one else on the deck, I'll probably like.
Yeah, you didn't see anybody on the deck when you looked about for the flotation
so-
device. So you materialize. And are you still holding
Rue's
your...
gonna move
Go ahead.
behind the crate. So Rue's gonna try to move in such a way that if someone came out, they wouldn't be able to see her.
Okay. Are you going to maintain your shadow form?
No, I'll drop it once I
Okay.
found cover.
And how about Charlotte? Are you maintaining your guise as a Duragar space dwarf?
It only lasts for an hour, but yes.
It hasn't quite been an hour, I would think. Okay, great. So
I do a double take every time I see her, just because I think one of them has snuck up on us. But other than that,
I'm like the most awkward space dwarf that you.
so I'll go and investigate. The Wizard of Oz there under the feet sticking out.
just striped socks sticking out from beneath the crate. Yeah, you look at it, and Charlotte is the first to recognize that this is Will, although Will at 20 years of age, or give or take a few years, he is currently covered in crystals, psionic crystals, in this bin.
Oh man, someone's binned him.
Will, is that you? Start.
Eh,
moving
Oh,
stuff
God.
off.
I did.
Okay.
Rue starts digging for her healer's kit.
Start removing stuff off of him.
Why am I covered in crystals? Kevin, why do you have goggles?
Dude, this
Sean, are you
one-
okay?
Look how old we are. Where have you been?
I'm a. He has a goatee now, and it's just like,
You've
Um,
been asleep for 5 years.
have I?
No.
I
it's time
don't
to
But
know.
get
you're-
up.
You're like an adult now.
So are you.
Rue, you got anything?
Oh, hey, we're on a
No.
ship.
Yeah.
Why are we on a?
We've missed
He
you.
kind of sits up, looks around. Why are there tentacles? I'm not. Why are there tentacles?
More importantly, we're in
Always
space. Why are
tentacles.
we not dead?
Rue tries to like pull them behind the boxes and the crates.
Well,
Let's talk about this back here.
I'll
We're
I'll
not-
stand in front of them because I'm in the dwarf form, and I'll
Yes.
pretend that I'm doing something like
I'm
inventory or cleaning or
Oh, shit.
something.
back that up for a second. Charlotte, why are you a dwarf? Dwarf, why are you Charlotte?
You sound like Charlotte, but you
I'm
look like a
in
dwarf.
disguise.
It's a subterfuge.
That makes absolutely as much sense as the facial hair. Okay.
Charlotte
So I
has
slept for
facial
5
hair.
years.
I love it.
Did I sleep
I'm just
for 5
sort of
years?
gesticulating and everything and kind of not being careful at all because I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Tell me, what are your passive perceptions?
23.
18.
That's a lie.
What?
That's an absolute lie. My
Real
passive
bad.
perception is 9.
11.
Okay.
Oh, right. It's still the 17.
And what was yours, Kevin?
It's one of my skills.
Yeah, I don't have it written on my character sheet because I'm dumb. It's one of my skills too.
Well, it's just passive perception, not your actual perception. You don't roll perception.
Sorry, it's one of my features.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's 13 then.
Okay, so Kevin and Rue, you hear movement coming from inside the ship.
I hear movement. Do you hear that? Get back here.
Ah.
Surprise attack.
Go back there.
Maybe we can figure out where we're going.
Look, we're in the middle of space on a ship built like an octopus. All right. I don't think we're gonna figure out where we're going.
Oi, who are you?
We're your inspectors.
I found these guys in a crate.
Wait, what's your name? I don't recognize you.
I'm Lefty.
Well, Lefty, who are your friends?
Oh, they're not my friend. I just found them.
And as you say that, another individual steps forward. A creature that has a squid-like head, tentacles flowing behind it, a large, tall individual with this crazy cape, a high-collared cape that it flows behind them, and you just hear in your head, I see you. I see you all. And with that, he takes an aggressive position, and I need everybody to roll initiative as you have been discovered on deck.
Cheese it. All right.
It was really only a matter of time.
Oof, bad. 7.
25 to 20. Okay, 15 to 20. Uh-oh. 10 to 15.
13.
Okay. Kev, 13.
Save the day, guys.
Again.
0 to 5? Or 5 to 10, I mean?
7.
7? 6? Rue?
3.
Okay.
I'm still woozy from the time tunnel.
Charlotte, Will, and Rue. So, Kevin, you see this creature step forward. It looks a little bit, well, it looks exactly like this right here. Those of you who play Dungeons and Dragons often probably recognize this as an illithid, a mind flayer. Of course,
Holy moly, it's a face hugger.
Our characters don't quite know what this is. This is the first time they've ever been in the world of Dungeons and Dragons or the Astral Sea. But nevertheless, it's terrifying and ugly as hell. And it is here to eat your brain. So it's your turn first, Kevin.
If it's eating brains, I'm safe. Gonna die of hunger. All right.
Big juicy brain.
The first one that came out, was it a space dwarf also?
It is. It's a space dwarf with a mohawk and a large sword.
He's got a large sword, does he?
Indeed.
Well, you know, we don't play with that around here. I am going to try to send him to meet his friends who are floating out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
I will do so. I think I can do that. I think. Possible. I will. He probably has pretty high strength. I'm going to use Fulcrum to try and move him 30 feet in any direction.
Okay.
So it's a 4th order power. It's going to suck because I'm already pretty high on the thing, but you know. So he gets to make a strength.
Strength
saving
save?
throw.
Mind flayers, well known for their upper body strength.
Yes, yes.
This is not the mind flare that you're.
No, yeah, I'm
you're-
trying to get rid of the sword.
The other
The
guy.
other
Okay. 22 total.
Well, you know, fine. So, nothing
What-
happens.
What order
Uh,
was that?
If he nothing really happens.
Is that a power that you used, Fulcrum?
Yeah, so it's fulcrum. So failure, I moved the creature up 30 feet in any direction, but he succeeded. So
Do you need to
really,
make a manifestation test?
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. And for folks who might be watching, there's triangular tokens in the corner of each of the characters' frames here represents their strain. And the more strain you get, things start to happen to you, some side effects of using your power. Kevin is currently at 6 strain, Charlotte at 5, Rue at 7, and Will at 0.
It helps to have napped through
Heck.
most of the last
He's
session.
been sleeping.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5, so I don't take extra strain.
No strain. All right.
So
is there
I
anything
will-
else you want
I
to
will-
do?
Yeah, I'll just I will, because I'm fairly stupid. I'm gonna try to move as kind of interpose myself up there.
Okay.
I moved myself on the BTT, but there we go. I don't know how far I can go.
30 feet, I think, is your movement. Actually, if you're walking on the deck, I'd say 30 feet. If you you can fly through this astral space. It's 3 times your intelligence score is the amount of movement that you have when you're in
Well,
the astral sea.
Well,
Kinda crazy.
Yeah, I just want to try to kind of get in front of Charlotte and the guy with the sword there.
Okay. All right, then. That brings us to Raelon, the Mind Flayer, who is going to use... Yep, he's going to use a Mind Blast, which I think can target all 4 of you.
It is a cone.
Yep, a 60-foot cone. I need everybody to
Damn it.
make an intelligence saving throw, please.
And I moved right in it.
Yeah, you came right up. Very brave. Having never fought one of these creatures, you don't know their tactics.
No, but
Okay. And we're proficient in intelligence saves,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes.
Nope. Oh man. BTT
14.
failed me.
17 and 21.
25.
I also only got a 25.
Okay. A 10 for Charlotte. Now,
rolled a 3.
Some of you have some abilities. I don't know if the Resopath has it, where you can re-roll a failed saving throw, I believe. Let's see.
I do have a reaction that I can use,
There you go.
which is bolster ego. One reaction which you take when you or a creature within 30 feet of you makes a saving throw.
There you go.
Who failed it here?
Charlotte did.
Charlotte.
Right. So I will use bolster ego on Charlotte, allowing her to get advantage on the save, basically.
So go ahead and make another
Reroll?
roll. Yep.
And it's
Come
a
on.
second order power. I got 3.
Kind. Nope.
Oh.
Only slightly better. I rolled a 6 this time. Thank you, VTT. Yeah, that is.
You did not succeed in the save.
13.
Everybody else did. So do you take some strain from that, Kevin? Or is that
No, I
just
rolled
a
a
feature?
3, so I'm okay.
Awesome. But it is a power. I'm just curious if that's a...
Yeah,
seems like
it's a second order power, so
That's pretty
I rolled a
sweet.
3, yeah.
All right, so Charlotte, you are going to be stunned for a minute, which means you're incapacitated, you can't move, can't speak. You automatically fail strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against you have advantage. Now that's the bad news. There's more bad news, but I'll get the good news in there as a sandwich here. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. And your turn is coming up, so that's good. But you are going to take some damage as well. It's 2, 6, 11. That's going to be 18 psychic damage. You are, I believe, at this level resistant. Is that correct?
Yes. I am, in fact, as a part of my talent, I am resistant to psychic damage.
So you take half of that. Rounding down, of course. Let's see. And then Raylon is going to move up onto this overlook, this sort of balcony up above.
What a jerk.
Yeah. That brings us to Charlotte. Now, Charlotte, you're stunned, so you can't do anything on your turn, but you can make a saving throw, an intelligence save, to snap out of it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Natural 1.
Gee,
Sheesh.
you gotta stop that.
Yeah. You've been rolling a lot of natural ones lately in all of the games.
Yeah, in the VTT.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you wean yourself off that
I
VT.
think yeah.
Get out your dice. All right. So that's Charlotte's turn. You guys all notice this. She's just kind of held in place, not moving. Will, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, panic. And then crush this tentacle monster with the power of my mind.
There we go.
Just straight the hell up. So I'm gonna roll my manifest dice first because I like to do that. I rolled a 5. I'm manifesting a order 4 power, so I'm golden. Would he mind making a dexterity saving throw?
He would not mind at all, my friend. Dex save on the Mind Flayer.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, that's an 8.
That's a shame here. Hold on, I gotta roll some dice really quick.
Is this
7.
this is a psionic effect?
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry. He has psionic resistance, so he actually gets a advantage on that. But I didn't roll any better.
Just to clarify, we're still doing the level 9 stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just rolled 10 d6s and have done 43 points of force damage to this asshole. He is
Wow.
now knocked prone. He is going to be held prone as long as I maintain concentration. And because I specialize in telekinetic bullshit, I will expend 2 strain to make my power dynamic, and I will move the target 15 feet in any direction I choose.
Okay.
And I would just like to drop him to the side off the balcony.
Okay, so he's going to float off to the side. Now, what was the total damage?
43 points of force damage.
So he's going to use his shock absorption to reduce that in half. So it's going to
Additional
be
collapse is fun.
still a lot of damage. And which way do you want to move him?
Literally just to the left, off the ground. Just whoop.
Like over
Yep.
here?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like him over there.
got it. Nice. All right, Rue.
All right. Rue sees that Shar is having a tough time of it and reaches out to touch her, giving immunity to being stunned for the next hour.
Wow.
And it becomes suppressed. So that is a 4th order power. And I rolled a 5. With my bonus action, I am going to amplify Will and Kevin. I'm going to do that by using shared power, my psionic boost. So I'm going to start by, for the next minute, your limbs become amplified. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon, so you may or may not do that, the attack deals an extra 2d8 psychic damage.
Wow.
You could turn your arms into weapons. That would be cool, but we'll see. Okay, so if that happens to apply, I'm going to do that buff.
There used to
It's
be
a 3rd order.
There used to be a sonic power to do that. Just haha, knife hand.
So I rolled a 6, so I'm good with the manifestation, and then okay, the shared power, I can gain a strain equal to the power's order. Oh, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe just one of you gets this because I'm already at 7. How many do we have right now? 12 total?
Your max is 13 right now.
13, yeah.
This
Give
is
it to
13
Kevin,
right now.
It's fine.
I'm gonna give it to Kevin. Sorry, I've already seen him Hulk out, so I know that. Never
That's
mind.
fine.
No shared power for. I realized my limitations for a moment.
And that begs the question, Rue. What are your strain in? Is it body, mind, or soul strain? Have you looked at that, and what those side effects are? You should probably take before your next
No,
turn. Maybe
while
maybe figure that out.
I'm level 9, I'm working off of level 2 rules or
Fair enough.
2 beta rules.
Second iteration. Second
Fair enough.
iteration.
Fair enough.
If
All
that's
right,
okay.
cool. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, anything else for that? Seems like a lot, Rudy. You want to move? I think you still have a little movement left if you want to use it.
I back up a little, like 5 feet.
Okay. You should be able to place your token wherever you want to place it. All right. That brings us to the Mohawk dwarf, space dwarf Mohawk guy, who is going to take a swing at Kevin, who came running forward.
That's right. I'll defend myself with my stick. I should name my stick.
Here. All right,
think I'll call it a
so
day.
it's going to take a swing with the king's knife.
Why would they do that?
Mean.
That is a 16 to hit.
Well, that
Sorry,
hits.
15,
As a reaction.
15 to
As
hit.
a reaction, I will just will kind of flail out and throw a hand towards Kevin and increase his armor class by 4.
Ooh, sweet. That gives me the 17.
So it misses.
Nice.
Just
Sweet.
kind of, it comes down as
hey,
if it's going to hit you with the sword, and it sort of just glances off of you as you're imbued with this power from your friend.
So as part of that, because I am higher level, I can make a power attack roll against the target that triggered that, which is, where did my d20 go? I was playing with it in my hand. There it is. Does a 20 hit the guy?
Yeah, sure does.
Okay. Well, however much damage that attack would do is now reflected back at him with an additional 4 points for my intelligent modifier.
Okay, let me roll the damage.
I like your style.
So, and 4 additional, you said, from you?
And 4 additional.
Okay.
Yeah!
All right. So he takes this blast of damage, winces, and readies himself for the next attack. But it is the end of his turn, so that brings us to Kevin.
Well, Kevin is going to take his cue from Rue, and having been gifted some hulking out powers, will proceed to use iron on himself, which will turn my skin into blah blah blah. 15 temporary hit points plus 15 HP.
Wow.
Plus 2 AC. And I can make 2 powerful attacks, and D6, D10 plus modifier ability. All right.
That power doesn't mess around at all.
That's a lot. Seems like a lot of math is happening right now. I'm impressed.
Yeah. 2 attacks. Well, I'm not going to be able to use my attacks this turn because I just, use this. But yeah, so I do this. My skin turns dark metallic sheen, and it extends up into my staff. And with the super duper power that Rue gave me, my entire thing is glowing. And I'm like,
Just all arms.
all arms. That's
That's you.
Hashtag all arms.
Gorilla arms. I take my,
Rue
my
is very
stick, I
impressed.
point at the nearest nebula, and then I prepare to wind up.
Nice. All right. That's great. That is your turn, Kevin. That brings us to Raylon, who is going to use movement.
Hold on 1 second though, because I'm gonna see if I
Oh,
get 3, so I get 1 strain.
so you
But
are now at
Oh,
7
right.
strain.
but when I power uses energy, you can release them out into the world. When you get 1 more strain, you can choose a creature you see within 60 feet of you. That creature must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or take a D6 damage. So have this guy make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. The Mind Flayer or the Dwarf?
No, the dwarf. Yep.
Okay, the Dwarf. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's an 18.
That's some bitch. All
He
right.
really is actually.
So
If you knew
Dave,
his
just
backstory, you wouldn't like him either. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's fine. For the record, even floating in space, our good friendy the tentacle boy is technically prone and will have to make a save to not be prone.
Okay. Well, then he'll do so.
I assume he'll want to, of course.
That's a strength save.
Dex save.
Dex save. Okay. I don't think that's gonna do it. He's got an 11.
I mean, I figured that was not his strong suit.
Okay. He is sensing this power coming from you. He's still gonna move, but it's just gonna be at he can't move if he's prone, can he?
No, I was incorrect. It is an athletics check. I apologize. Not sure if it would be that much better for him.
No,
though.
it wouldn't help him out. He's not much of an athletic kind of guy.
He's a brain fleet, not an athlete.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that he can still move. He's prone though, so he's gonna move half. Cause it's weird. This is weird astral stuff. So he's gonna move. He's gonna kind of be making his way. He sensed this energy coming from you, and he is going to attempt to psychic stab you.
Not my brain
please.
meets.
Yeah. Well, you'll probably be okay. So make a intelligence save, please.
Hello, Die. How are you? 17.
Yep, that saves. You're able to shrug it off, and that is his turn. He just kind of barely puts a hand up onto the edge, the railing, and holds onto the ship. That brings us to Shar.
All right. I do better at intelligence than wisdom, so it worked really good the first time, so I will try to do it again. I gather some magic in my hands and I cast Elsewhere, and
Okay.
I try to drop both of the enemies off into space. So they need to make a intelligence saving throw.
All right, we'll go with the mohawked space dwarf first.
17. This was
16, so he fails and gets thrown how far?
30 feet off into space, and he cannot move. His speed drops to 0 till the start of my next turn.
Okay. So he is off in space, and we'll make a save for Raylon. Intelligence. Ooh, that's really good. 26. So he saves.
All right.
He's a meanie.
Anything
I
else,
beat
Shar?
spaced 4 space dwarfs.
You're
now.
86th. All right, Will, it's your turn.
Let me ask you a question, just like a close personal inquiry regarding our good squid boy face friend.
Mm-hmm.
Is he actually wearing that fancy breastplate we see in the art?
I'm gonna say that he is. Yeah.
Groovy. Will is gonna point at that and go, as one does to manifest psychic powers. And would he mind making a dexterity saving throw for me?
Sure. What power are you using?
Melt.
Oh shit.
Because it's not technically targeting him, it's targeting the breastplate, but he gets to make the saving throw for it.
That's going to be an 11.
That fails. To get specific, it's failed
Please.
save. There's 5d10 damage coming, and the object melts into useless slag on him.
Ow.
Ouch. Ouch.
.28 points of fire damage, as it just melts right off his rubbery, tentacly person.
28 points of fire damage.
28 points of fire damage.
All right. That's pretty amazing. Okay. And
And and he no longer has a breastplate on. I don't know if that affects anything. It's more moral, support than anything else at that point.
Well, to be fair, he's got just like a molten slag on him that's sort of like melted into his flesh, I would say. It's not pleasant. Not pleasant
not
at
having
all.
a great day.
No. Anything
Gonna
else
hold
from
my
Will?
position.
Okay, Rue.
All right. So when I'm working on a fifth order power, I know the answer is no, but I'm just confirming. And there's an increased order option. I cannot increase the order yet because fifth is our highest.
No, you can. It's just it was only a
can?
limitation at first level that you first or whatever in the early levels is. Now you can go hog wild.
Now I can? Oh, sweet. All right.
Hold on,
how
Michael.
far
no.
apart? Oh,
Michael is
no, we're disagreeing.
Michael.
I think there's a limit.
Oh no,
so-
that's me saying, oh no,
Oh,
something
okay.
terrible is about to happen to someone. It's not me, and that's what matters.
Awesome. How
Good
far apart? Well, we'll see. How far apart is Mr. Octopus Face and his deputy?
Dippity dog.
His
Would you say
deputy-
they're less than 90 feet apart? Or 90 feet from me? He's checking the rules.
Yeah, I thought maybe I'd see if I could find it, but he's
I'm looking. Don't worry.
he's pretty close to you.
Are both of them within 90 feet of me, would you say? Both of our...
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to cast Bones of Glass on them. It requires me to concentrate. They must
Okay.
make a Constitution saving throw. Both
All right.
of them. I'm
That'll
going
do it.
to increase the order. So I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to cast it at the 6th order.
Okay. I feel like there is a limit, but I don't know where it is. I feel like
I haven't
you
found
you
it
have
yet, and I'm
fifth
going through
order,
all
but
the manifestation
nevertheless,
shit.
con save. I rolled a natural 20 for him and a 15 for a 17 total for the dwarf.
Okay. So they both were successful, which means they each take 3d10 psychic damage. Okay.
At successful, they take 3d10.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Okay. So the first one takes 19. And the other one takes 19. And then I'm gonna roll my manifestation die, which is an 8 now. And it's oh no.
That's crazy.
It's
on
a
a
5.
failed save, the target is vulnerable to bludgeoning, force, piercing, and slashing damage. On a successful save, they take damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
because they have bones.
Very weird.
Yeah, it is very weird.
Yeah. So 19, you
Um,
said, for both of them?
Yeah, it almost feels
Okay,
like it
so
should be
that's
the other
gonna be-
way
yeah.
around.
Yeah, that seems. But that's fine. Okay. That dwarf is almost dead. And half of that is 9.
And then I
This is not
take.
good.
Oh no, you guys.
Uh-oh.
Bye bye.
Oh no. What happened? What happened?
It's very exhausting to do this, you guys. I took my last strain. Am I?
You're
do
at
I get?
7
Do I?
right
If it's
now.
is it if you go over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it if you go over? Okay,
You're
so
gonna
I'm
focus on-
You're at your max strain.
I'm on my last strain. I'm at my max strain.
You're at max
Are you
strain
at
right now.
13?
Get any additional strain.
Yep.
Yes.
Rue is at 13. That's not good.
No, it is not.
So if you take
first-
one more strain, you die.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
first of
I
all,
will keep that in mind.
drop everything you're concentrating on, because if you fail a concentration check, you take strain for everything.
Okay.
Um,
So
That's
like
not
the
good.
power that you gave me and all that, like drop all that.
That
Yeah.
It's not concentration.
It's not concentration. Well then, yippee ki
Mm-mm.
Mother. All right. That's not good, Rue. Be careful. One more strain and you are dunsies.
Busting out some cantrips, y'all.
Yeah, you can cast level 1 and features for freezy as long as they say.
Yeah, you don't have to make a manifestation test for those ones, which is good. All right, is that the end of your turn, Rue?
Yes.
And then to make sure you take a look at the penalties for strain so that you know what your penalties are. That brings us to the dwarf. Remind me, Shar, when you send him sailing, or you teleport him, I guess, you said that his movement was 0. Is that until the beginning of his turn? Or what was the read on that again?
Yeah, so the target is teleported up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see, and their speed drops to 0 until the start of your next turn.
Oh, so
No
their
speed
speed
for
is
you
his
is
speed
space.
is 0. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so he's not doing much over there. There's no save or anything. All right, so that's his turn. That tear just runs down his gray ashen face as he realizes that he's totally useless. And that brings us back to the top of the order, Kev.
Right. So, is he floating away from us, or is he just kind of stationary in the same distance?
He is being left behind as the
All
ship
right.
continues to move.
And what's with Squidward?
He is climbing back aboard on that upper level deck.
Okay. Well, yeah. No.
No, he's not. Not if
Oh,
I can
nah,
help
we can't
it.
have that.
I will. I should just jump up there and bash him while I have like. What are chances that
Do it.
I can bash him upside the head?
Do some bashing.
Should do some bashing, eh? I'll do that. I will hoppity hop. You say we can fly? I fly. And when I reach up to him, I will boom.
Give it a swing.
I'll give him 2 swings, in fact, because my power allows me to take 2 attacks. All right. So this will likely miss. Let me just I gotta go in my level 9 sheet, which is over here. All right. So the first one is at best a 15.
Okay. That will hit.
Oh, that hits. All right. So then the other
Yep.
one will hit. It's a 19. You know. All right. So the 2 attack hits. 2 attacks. Hit. Doing. Start with a D10 each. So that's a 10 and a 7. So that's 17.
17 total.
17, 18, 19. So 19 total. Plus, thanks to Rue's wonderful power.
What kind of damage is this?
So that was force damage.
Okay.
I believe it is. Let me just double check. Iron bludgeoning damage. Sorry.
That makes sense.
Yep. And then the extra that I'm getting now for Rue's power is psychic damage, which I'm guessing he might have some sort of resistance to. The first one will do 9 psychic damage. And the second one will do 6 psychic damage. Extra.
Okay. Yeah, he does have psionic resistance. Oh no, that's different. He does not. He takes full damage. The psionic resistance is advantage against spells and saves. Okay. So you hit him. I'm gonna make a roll to see if he can maintain holding on. It's gonna be an athletics check. Low DC, but he's not very athletic, so strength. Yeah, he does not hold on. You smack him the second time, and he starts to drift off again. Bloodied, his squid face is bashed in, and he floats off into the stars here off the side of the ship.
Oh,
Anything else from
Almost feel
Kevin?
bad for him.
He's not looking good.
I'll do this. Just wish him well on his way.
All right. That brings us to his turn, and he is just about dead. But rather than be stupid, because he's got there's no chance against the four of you, he is going to use one of his psychic abilities called Fold Space, and he is going to open a 10-foot diameter circle, and right as he's drifting, he opens it where he's drifting to, and he drifts into this circle, and he looks back at you, Kevin, and says, "You have no idea where you're headed, do you?" And he just disappears, and the portal closes, and he is gone.
He just called some sort of space Uber, and he's gone, guys.
Yeah, where are we going?
I don't know. I'm hoping that this spaceship has autopilot because I can't fly one of these.
You okay,
Also-
Rue? You're looking a little peaked there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit. I got kind of a headache.
What was all your hair turning gray?
More importantly, why are we on a ship?
It was so cool looking. I thought I was gonna hide and try to figure out where we were headed, but
There
that
was
didn't
like
work out very well.
a self-destruct thing going on, and we just booted it out of there, and it was either the octopus ship or the self-destruct, and
Okay. Why were you in the area where the ship exploded?
oh yeah, my dad sent us there.
Okay, why did your dad send you there?
Before we sort of get down to brass tacks with that, how about we clear the rest of the ship out, see if there's any more of these Squidwards or anything else.
Because
and
Rue
then-
needs a minute. I want to give her a minute.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's clear it up, and then if there's nobody else, then we can all take all the minutes that we want.
What if there's a bunch more of them and they're not going to come up here until we go down there?
Okay, well, how about Rue stays up here and
Well, I don't think anyone should stay anywhere alone.
all right. So, okay, do you still have I did this thing earlier, Rue, where I was able to sort of kind of whisk some of my my strain away.
No, I did that when we entered the asylum.
All right, so how about we just move these crates and barricade ourselves at the other end and just lie down behind that and hope no one finds us.
Okay. Well, before that, I would like to use a bonus action for my 7th level talent feature and remove strain equal to my proficiency bonus
Okay.
because I can. So -4 to my strain, which now is 4.
Which I
it went
think you can also do, Rue, because you weren't level 7 when we went into the asylum, were we?
Correct.
No, but
You-
I know I used mine when we got to the boats.
Yep. So,
I used
Charlotte,
it at
you
level
are-
9. Psychic
Charlotte, you are-
boost.
Yeah.
Charlotte, you
Yeah.
are at 1 strain now.
I'm
You've
at 1.
reduced. Yeah, you reduced
Wait.
from 5 to.
No. All right. So we moved on before I rolled for the strain and I missed the strain, so it went up to 8, and now I'm down to 4 again.
Oh, okay. So now you are then at 0. Perfect. All right. What, Rue? You had something to say? What was the thing that you just said about your strain?
There is like a short rest version of it too, isn't there?
You can
There
spend hit
is.
dice on
You
a
can
short
spend
rest.
your hit dice.
Hit dice on short rest, yeah.
So do you guys want? You guys can definitely get in a short rest right here.
All right, so let's do that then.
Okay, so yeah, what happened?
Hold on.
Who's gonna use hit dice?
I will.
Okay. How many are you gonna use?
I'm at 7 strain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about I can clear all of that, right?
Yeah. You want to drop to 0?
Yeah.
Got it. How about you, Rue?
Yeah, I will. I have 9, right, total?
Yep. You have 9 hit die. You can use them all if you want.
Yeah, I'll just use them all.
Okay. So you're down to 4. And Will, you don't need to use any because you're at 0 strain right now, buddy. All right, so everybody's at 0 except for Rue, who's at 4. All right, so you guys take an hour rest, and the deck is quiet. You just hear the sounds of the swooshing winds around the ship as it is hurling through this strange astral sea. It's quiet. Almost too quiet.
Should we
Quiet guy.
investigate
Almost too quiet.
these boxes and the crystals and like see if there's any more people on here?
Yeah,
Um,
let's do it.
Yeah, hold on. Before we go down, let's bring Will up to speed maybe on what we were doing here to begin with. We saw my father, and amongst a bunch of other things that we could catch up on later, he also
We're going
told
with it.
Yeah. He also told us that we had to go down into this mine in order to try and save the missing parents.
Tommy.
Was it Tommy? No. Yes, Tommy. But also, sorry, Christian is mixed up here. He told us we could save Tommy, right?
Correct.
All right. Yeah. So he told us we could save Tommy if we rushed down and went into this mine, which we did. But unfortunately, we ran into some sort of robot guard things. And once we kicked their metallic butts, one of them ran away and started this alarm thing that basically was going to destroy the place, or we felt was going to destroy the place. So we ran off and found ourselves on this boat. So is Tommy dead? I don't know. Was Tommy back in that mine? I don't know. We just kind of hopped on this thing, and then when the alarm went off, they all took off. So, I mean, are we
Was
lucky?
there an owlbear?
Oh yeah, there were a couple owlbears.
Okay, that's horrifying.
Is that what you call them? I mean, I guess it makes sense because they kind of look like if you had a bear and an owl, and you kind of mashed them together.
Okay, I'm caught up. We're good. That's good. That's awful.
Oh yeah, it's terrible, but you know, we made it through.
So yeah, everybody had a breather?
Yeah. Let's explore this
Yeah, let's
squid
take
ship.
care of this squid. Why is it squid ship?
So you
Oh, yeah.
enter
Look at the
into
tentacles.
you're gonna go look at the tentacles? Yeah, where do you
No,
want
I
to go?
said don't look at them.
Okay.
Trying not to.
You guys go into the sneak your way inside the ship's main compartment, and you can see that there's sort of like a strange shell-like throne at the center of this room. It's woven in some cylindrical fashion, and the cushion seat and backrest have sort of this weird black velvet sewn with silver stars in it, and there's this weird helm headpiece above that dangles from weird, thick, flexible tubing. And there is in front of this throne, for lack of a better term, it's like a chair, a reclining chair. There is what could be best described as a loom.
Oh, well, that was
Say,
Hey kids, Spelljammer coming out Q3 2023. Get it?
You also see that in this space, as you walk in, there are 4 more of these mohawked space dwarves, as well as a cloaked space dwarf, and they seem to pay you no mind.
Are they just are they standing at something, or are they doing?
They're
tasks?
working. Yeah, they're doing tasks at different stations within this control room.
Well, remember the other ones in the mine were like that too, right? They didn't until
They
we
didn't respond until we interrupted their work.
Yeah,
they had a job to do.
they didn't take kindly to us blowing them up. So
Okay. Gulp.
So you gather that if you sit in there and play with that thing, it's gonna move the ship somewhere.
Yep. Probably. I mean, it certainly looks like something that would read your brain and make use your brain to make things move.
We need someone smart to sit in there. Rue?
I don't know if we should sit there.
I mean, isn't it like the ship is still moving? So, like, I don't know that we know where we're going, that we would need to change course.
Well, this thing is obviously on some sort of autopilot back to that thing's the home planet. Like, do you want to go somewhere where there's like, I don't know, gazillions of those things waiting for us?
Where else do you
That's a lot
think
of freaking
Tommy
tentacles.
is?
No, Tommy's not in the tentacle planet. Come on, like that would be cruel and unusual.
Where else
I-
would they take people they're kidnapping?
Well, why would they have taken him anywhere? I'm saying that like he showed up there like what, like minutes before we did? Like he's
How
probably
old are you?
I think we forgot
Maybe.
a very important part of all of this a journey that we're supposed to find a moose, the mind eater creature.
What?
what is
Yeah.
that isn't
There's
it,
a moose that eats minds.
is
Yes.
that what we just jettisoned into space?
I mean, he
He looked
didn't
like he might.
say that his name was that, but you know, he did leave somewhere and he probably went back to wherever we're headed.
So he's gonna tell him we're coming. So we don't want to go there. We want to turn this boat around, man. Turn this
And
boat around, get
Take
off
it
the river.
where?
If it can read minds, maybe it can take us to our parents or to Tommy.
Think it could read our minds, but I don't think it can read like the rest of the universe. Because none of our minds know where Tommy is or where the moose is.
Rue uses shared thoughts to target it's a cantrip, to target the cloaked dwarf, and sends a message, tell us where this ship is headed, right into his head, hoping it's used to being spoken to in their mind and will just obey.
You think it speaks American?
No, I don't think it speaks English.
What does that first order power say in terms of the language bit? Because this creature does not speak English, but maybe that doesn't matter with this. I
It
don't know.
possibly matters when it doesn't respond. I'm going to send it. I can send an visual image as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, it does not respond to your request for information. You're not sure why, but does not. It doesn't even pay you any attention.
Still, okay.
What kind of a visual image do you want to send it?
I'm trying to think of.
So while Rue is working on that, what are
Yeah,
the rest of you
I'll
doing
ponder.
in this space?
Have we finished clearing the ship? Did we
No,
check it?
there's a door of sorts, a strange, almost cylindrical, iris-like door in the back of the room, across from where you entered this command center.
We should check the door. Oh boy.
You walk up to the door, Will.
Will
and
go over to the door.
As
I'll
you
go
do,
with
it just opens like an iris, and you look inside and you see a second room, smaller, the walls adorned with glossy black tentacles intertwined around each other, and these spherical objects, each of them marked with some strange runic carvings that glow. There's sinuous ductwork that converges on a large glowing green orb at the back of the room.
I saw this movie. The Space Marines all die. The kids live though, so oh shit, we're not kids anymore. Oof.
Roll a
Pretty close.
perception
20?
check for me, Will, as you look in. What was that, Rue? Pretty close to being
Just
kids.
20 feels like a kid now that I'm not a kid anymore.
I rolled a 6, which gives me
So
a
does
total
40.
of 5.
A total of 5. You also see what is oddly familiar to you. You see a stack of canvases and paintbrushes in jars.
What? Painting? Space tentacle painting? Oh no, I saw some of those in the gaming store. Those are not for children.
Wasn't Tommy?
Even illithids have backstories, guys, and this one happens to be an artiste.
What wasn't Tommy like a painter drawer when we? Or am I imagining things?
Charlotte was.
She's not anymore.
Well, I mean,
She's been busy.
I've got these markers, and I'm proficient in drawing, I guess. So.
Will is gonna step in and examine the orb.
Are you
Roll
gonna
an
ponder?
investigation check for me.
Are you going to ponder it?
There's a high probability that pondering will occur. I like investigation. I have a much better investigation roll. 25.
25, you walk up to the orb and you look inside of it, and at first it's got this sort of milky greenish color to it, a swirling, if you will, of clouds inside of it. And then as your eyes fix on it and try to look inside, the clouds part and you see this eye staring back at you, alien in nature. You see that there is a series of tentacles that swirl behind this eye. It is some sort of life form that is terrifying to you, and certainly unrecognizable from anything that you've ever seen before. I need you to roll a wisdom save, please.
Oh no.
It begins to kind of draw your mind into the orb.
Well, just to be safe, checking my numbers. Yes. So I rolled a 2,
Uh-oh.
All right.
which
I will-
brings it to a -1, or to a 1.
I'll take a reaction and bolster his ego. Come on, Will, you can do this.
Let's
Oh, you're
find
with-
out.
All right, so you're in the room with them. Got it.
Come on,
Ooh,
Will, you can do this.
I rolled an 11, which gives me a 10.
Neither of those quite make it. And Kevin, as you look at your friend, you see something happening to him, and you bolster his ego, and you see that he gets drawn into staring at this orb, and he doesn't respond to you at all. He makes no response. He is, in the parlance of D&D, paralyzed.
He is now the moose.
Is there anything, actually, if there's nothing really at hand, I'll take off my jacket and wrap it over the orb.
Okay.
Worked in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. You shroud the orb, and immediately your friend snaps out of the paralysis.
That's not a moose.
Don't stare into the eye, man. Don't stare into the eye.
I was trying not to stand to that. Also, what the fuck was that?
Giant eyeball. I don't know, man.
There were tentacles too. Just kind of looks around nervously.
All right, so I think maybe the owner of the ship knows we have the ship now.
Or that was the ship. Rue's not in the room.
Rue, what
Hmm.
are you doing back outside? And Charlotte, what
Uh,
are you doing?
I think we're standing in
Investigating the
doorway, but
yeah, I'm looking at the loom, seeing if I can figure out if that tells us anything about like our destination.
Okay.
or
Yeah.
where we're headed.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. And sorry, what were you up to, Shar? You were investigating.
I am sort of in the doorway, like seeing if I should go in or should not go in. But I'll take a look at some of these tentacles on the side, that are just in kind of the doorway or like towards the beginning of the room.
The room that Kevin and Will are in. Yeah. So they're black tentacles that seem to be part of the ship. It's almost as if there's an organic component to the ship. They're not moving, they're not grasping, but they don't look like steel. They don't look like any sort of building material that you're familiar with. It's almost like a resin, or like it just looks organic in nature. And Rue, go ahead. What was the
25.
25? And that was to look at the loom.
Loom.
You get the sense that somehow, I think you get a premonition with that kind of a roll. You get this almost like a vision of the loom being used as a navigational tool, as a way to set a course. but you have absolutely no idea how to use it. So Kevin and William are still in this room. You shrouded the orb. There are paints in these stacked up canvases off to the side.
Check out the canvases. Are they of anything that I'd recognize?
You pull out a canvas and look at it, or kind of like flip through them as they're on the floor, like you're at an art fair.
Yeah, every time I've been to an art fair, Kevin, of course, has done exactly this. Yes.
Yep. You don't see any pricing on them, unfortunately. They do look to be quite well done. There's some artistic quality, but the subject matter is absolutely terrifying. You see these strange landscapes of alien planets with suffering populace of people being torn apart and all various types of things that we don't need to get into, but it is absolutely terrifying. And you notice that each of the canvases seems to be some sort of a leather. There are several paintbrushes that lay nearby, and roll a perception check as you're kind of working through these. It's pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah, I think this one would tie the room together really well, but I'm not going to linger on that. Sorry, what was the save?
Perception check.
All right, let me just get my nice level character sheet. So that's 12.
Okay, you notice as you move some of the canvases to look at them, and you're almost sort of like getting a sick feeling just from seeing these things, that there is what appears to be a like a cargo hold underneath off to the side just slightly.
Hey guys, I think there's a trapdoor or something here under Hannibal Lecter's art collection. Start chucking the paintings.
Michael, you're muted.
Oh, definitely help him with that. Picking up and tossing. Go. Oh God, I think these are skin.
Yeah, don't think about it. Just chuck them in the corner over there.
You move them off to the side, and you see that there's like a little finger prong where you could pull open a hatch.
Okay, before we pull anything open, do we want to get Rue and Char in here?
You go get them. I'm gonna stand back and get ready to open it without touching it.
Okay. Run back to the door.
So you and Charlotte are at the door. Rue, have you joined them at the door, at the portal that goes into this room? Or are you
Yeah, once Kevin calls me over.
Okay.
We found some sort of trapdoor. There's like an art collection there. Don't look at it. Don't, just ignore it. All right, just like.
Is it really bad?
Yep.
It ain't good, Char. It ain't good. All right. Like, I suggest we set fire on it if it wasn't in the boat that we're also in. So let's just concentrate on the door.
Can I do a teeny tiny incinerate? 5 inches instead of 5 feet? Not really.
Sure. Yeah, I'll allow it. That sounds awesome.
No.
So the equivalent of like casting fireball in a tiny
like-
room.
Casting match.
Yeah. We'll just throw them overboard later. Just
Okay.
All right. So Will, you're going to open the hatch.
I am, but
Is
I'm
that
gonna
correct?
stand like 10 feet back and use sonic shift to just kind of, it's a first order power to just kind of pop the hatch up and over.
Okay. All right. So you pop the hatch and you lift it up. It lands open. Nothing happens. There's no effect. There's no anything, any trap or anything that's set or triggered. Do you go up and take a look inside?
Yeah.
Will, just a second. I want to cast Sixth Sense on Will.
Okay.
And he'll be able to sense psionics within 30 feet.
Okay.
Whoops,
So-
wrong thing.
Immediately as that happens, That's correct, 30 feet. So within 30 feet, everything is covered in an aura of psionics. I mean, everything in this whole place. The room, the paintings, the orb, even though it's shrouded, you can see it glowing through that. That's
Rue,
probably
why did
the
you make the
most
room glow?
significant. Your friends are all glowing, and as you look down into the space, there's a bright glow that shoots up out of the secret cargo hold. You see a couple of things. You see a suit of armor. You see a strange cloak that has no hood or arms, more of a cape, really. You see a strange orb. And there is a staff. And all of these 4 items are laying in this space as you look down upon them.
Will just kind of reaches down, pull out the staff, goes, Kevin, I found you a stick.
Aw.
Aw, all your dreams came true.
Oh my
I don't-
God.
I don't know what the rest of the stuff is. Just, but when you say armor, are we talking like stiff leathers or metals or?
It's a light armor. It's a light armor. It's some sort of, I wouldn't say it's leather. It's definitely not metal. It's made out of some strange material that you're unfamiliar with.
But slightly
Does it have a
squishy.
psionic glow?
All of these things do. Absolutely. They
All
glow
of-
very
that's
brightly.
what I thought you said.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it made of people too, man?
It's not a
Nice.
weird leather like the canvas. It's more of like a, I don't know, maybe you'd think of like some sort of a polycarbonate plating.
A
type of
polymer,
thing.
perhaps.
Yeah.
So pulls out an orb, and what was the 4th thing?
A strange cloak without a hood or arms, more of a cape, really.
A cape.
Yep,
The cape.
it's red.
I don't really know what to do with any of this. I mean, I know there's armor and you put on armor, but what do you do? Last time I touched an orb, there were tentacles.
I mean, do we know if this has any like special abilities? Like, it's an orb. Like, does it do anything?
It's glowing in this way that Rue made the whole room glow, so I guess that means it's glowy.
Yeah, it belonged to that like octopus dude, though. Who knows what he did with this stuff?
Kevin, you grab the staff as Will hands it to you.
Yeah, I
And-
look at it very suspiciously.
As you look at it and as you hold onto it, it glows with energy, and the energy kind of like wraps around your arm and kind of shoots up into sort of your whole body, and you immediately know with 100% certainty that you are attuned to this item, and it is a staff of chronopathy.
Ooh.
And I
Guys,
will
this
give you
is something
will
that I
send you
can't-
the details in our chat.
Guys, I know with 100% certainty that this is something I cannot spell.
Well, spelling
say,
things was
even.
not really your strong suit, so
Rue reaches out for the cape and
Stuff tickles.
wraps it around her shoulders.
Immediately, as you put the cape on, you find yourself attuned to the hero's cape. And I will put that in the chat for you as well. So, Rui, you are attuned to a hero's cape.
Is it red?
It is red.
hell
Yes.
Little Red Riding Room.
yeah. Red Riding Hood.
All right, I guess I'm gonna pick up that orb.
You sure you don't want the armor? In case you get hit?
I'm not good at running up and touching things.
Well, yeah, I'm more worried if like something hits you though. Okay,
But,
okay.
well,
Out of
Yeah,
character, Will's just being overprotective. Pick what you want.
Charlotte, you grab the orb, you pick it up, and immediately as you touch it, you are attuned to it, and you know that this is an orb of psionic might, which I've just posted into our Discord as well. And last is the armor, which, do you put on the armor, Will?
I guess so.
That was the one item that was cursed.
Shit, yeah. This has
No.
ended the way I thought it would.
I'm just
In
kidding.
blood.
You put it on and you are immediately attuned to this item. This is the armor of psionic absorption. It
Oh, I
is
like that
light
part.
armor. Yep, and so it's got a lot. So I just put that in there. We're gonna take a quick break while the players look at the loot that they just found on the Illithid Nautiloid ship, and then we'll come back in about 5 minutes to play the rest of this third and final session in our playtest for the MCDM psionics and the talent, having a blast with this. The powers that your characters have are amazing. It's so fun to see them in action. We when we come back, we'll find out what a 14th level characters in this rule set can do, because you will all now, with your new items, have also granted you a psionic boost to 14th level. You will have had a long rest, a new level, and we're going to take a quick break. Please don't forget, folks, if you're watching, that we are raising money for the National Abortion Federation. Let's see if I can get that right. They are an amazing organization that helps to support facilities that provide abortion services and making sure that women have access to safe and legal abortion. We're trying to raise $1,000. I'm not sure exactly where we're at the moment, but we're at $150. So if you guys can help us out by donating a couple bucks, that'd be great. Otherwise, just help spread the word. There's a lot of other organizations you can get involved with if you want to help make a difference. So we'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Thank you all for being here. Hey everybody, we're back. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate y'all. Thanks to these awesome players for changing things up on the fly and being flexible. We've gone from first level in the first session to 9th level in the second session, and now we're moving into 14th level. So it's a lot to keep track of, and there's a lot of crazy powers, you guys. So if folks who are watching want to check this out, or they want to take it for a test drive themselves, you can go check out this link right here, which will take you to the third version of the of their playtest rule set for the psionics. So check that out, please. All right. So, and please don't forget also that we are raising money for the National Abortion Federation. If you're feeling generous, please consider making a donation, or at least helping to spread the word. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. So you have found yourself aboard the ship. You have essentially cleared the ship, aside from the fact that there are these strange ashen-skinned dwarf-like creatures that are controlling whatever devices they control. The ship is continuing to move. You are currently in the command center of this thing. You have divvied up the loot that you found, and you hear this crackling sound coming from outside the ship.
We should probably go up and see what that is.
I'm feeling very powerful. I'm into it. Let's go see.
So our we've had the equivalent of a long rest, so our
Correct.
strain is reset.
So all your strain is reset to 0. Let me change ruse here. Back to 0. There we go. All right.
Thank you.
That was close. That was
Yeah.
really close.
I was afraid there for a second.
What's the maximum strain now that you're at 14th level? Is it
18.
18.
Holy moly. Okay. Very
And I'm
cool.
ready to start doing the new track, the new strain track.
Yeah.
That's right. So in the revision of the rule set, there are 3 different types of strain you can take: body, mind, and soul strain. And so as you advance in those different strain tracks, you will have different debuffs to your character, like disadvantage on things and can't take dodge action, etc. So there's and they stack, which is kind of interesting. All right.
I don't know about
so,
interest.
It's pretty interesting. I don't know if you'll
It's
ever get.
certainly
I don't know if you'll ever get there. We'll see. You guys are rolling really well with your manifestation checks. I mean, aside from Rue.
And we're going up to D8 now for the
It was
manifest.
just the one.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. You only missed the one, and that. There you go.
It was because
Let
I
that
was
be a
illegally
lesson.
using a power.
Yeah, punished.
Okay. So you guys race outside to find out what the crackling sound in it is, and as you look out, you can see that the tentacles are starting to reach forward into the space, which seems just like vacant, star-filled space. These strange silvery mists flying by, but they form a tear in reality, and they split open into a different pocket you can see beyond that's dark. And slowly the ship just sails right through into this darkness. Now, most of the surrounding space that you've been used to has been reflecting sort of these brilliant streams of color, twisting silvery mists. You find yourself now in this area that's almost completely devoid of light. There is a very slight glow in the distance ahead of you as the ship is moving towards it. It gets bigger and bigger. And as you progress on the ship, you look out and you can see this lifeless form of some sort of a enormous individual. It's unclear what it is, but it appears as though it's the head, perhaps, of some titan, some long dead titan, just floating through this void, this dark void. Perhaps
Just
a god.
the head?
A head in a helmet, and it's just kind of floating through the void.
Oh, I thought I saw this in a movie once.
No, that's in the future. You're seeing through time.
You also hear a low, droning murmur coming
like
from the skull of this long dead god. Around you, you see like almost lightning shooting out, and there are these, it illuminates these strange kaleidoscopic, almost mirrors that are surrounding the space. And you can see that within these mirrors, there are shadowy, sort of muted looking forms. Let's see if I can give you a visual here. It kind of looks like, this is a bit of a visual.
So
What it
creepy
would
as
look
hell.
like. Yeah, so it's pretty creepy, and they're kind of like stuck in this weird, like I said, a kaleidoscope pattern, and it's all around you at various locations. Let's give the folks at home a chance to see it. And there's these forms that have no full shape or definition, but they seem to be moving within these strange mirrors almost. And you look about, and you see this helmet floating, and you hear a voice. Ah, young ones, you have arrived. How acquiescent of you to answer my call. You have made great efforts to be here, to honor me with your gifts.
Oh,
Come
guys, I
closer.
think we found.
You're not a moose.
I am Omus, the Mind Eater, and you will come closer. At this point, the ship kind of stops and just hovers.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that this is a trap.
How astute, young Charlotte.
I didn't tell him my name. Did you tell him my name? No? Okay.
No, definitely not.
I'm looking at all these figures and whatnot around us. Like, are any of them familiar or?
Roll a perception check as you look about. It's very difficult to
Rue
see.
will do the same.
Blah, 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 blah. 13.
Also 13 for Rue.
Anyone else?
I will roll just to see what I get.
16.
Yeah, I got a 1.
I
Charlotte
will
got a
say
16.
that, so Charlotte, you would notice that they are definitely humanoid. You can make them out just barely, like they look humanoid, maybe human, maybe some other type of creature, but definitely in sort of a human shape. But Will and Rue, it's really hard for you to tell. It's almost like they fade in and out too quickly, and you can't quite make out what the form is.
I wonder if this is what happened to our parents.
Your parents. Yes, they served me for a time as I searched for the cosmic crystals deposited across the multiverse. Fragments of myself stolen, now recovered, nearly complete. And you have delivered yourselves to me. How obedient of you. Come closer.
What?
Okay.
How did you get scattered across the universe?
So inquisitive, young Rue. So inquisitive. Come closer and I will show you.
Okay, look, buddy. Look, you're about as entertaining as Mr. Branson in geography, and he bored me to freaking tears. So how about this? All right, look, you give us back Tommy, and then we'll take this freaking boat, we'll turn it around, and we'll go right the fuck back home, and we're not gonna kick your ass. All right. So how about that for a deal? Okay, like, can we just like get this done? Give us back Tommy. We'll turn this boat around. We'll go home. Go on our separate ways. You get to go on without getting your ass kicked. We get our friend back. Everything's honky dory. Okay, good.
Kevin, you are so much like your father. Tommy will be dealt with in his due time. He is a bit troublesome, but nevertheless, he will join us when the time is right. As for you, my friends,
Wait a minute, you don't have
You
Tommy? He doesn't have
have-
Tommy.
utility.
What the fuck are we here for then? Let's turn this boat around. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
It's too late for you, friend. You will not leave this place. Unless, perhaps we, can strike a deal. And as your parents before you, you can work for me.
Doing what exactly?
No, see, when the dead thing that's only partially alive and had its body scattered all over the cosmos is trying to make deals, it's because it's still scared. It's a floating head. Inside that floating head is the part that makes it still think. And, yeah, let's get closer, because I'm thinking about going in that head and breaking it open. Eh?
Wait, before you do that, do we get 401k?
I don't even know what a 401k
I mean, it's
is.
a really hard environment right
This
now.
isn't America.
Oh, okay.
I'm willing to
Fantasyland.
negotiate.
I don't need you for healthcare.
Our healthcare, yeah, isn't tied to our employment in the astral sea.
Future. Okay.
If you come closer, you won't need health insurance anymore.
Oh,
How about that?
Right, fuck it. And Will just kind of hops off and starts floating towards the floating head.
Oh man, don't
Okay.
touch it.
All right, let me grab your
Will,
tokens.
As he passes by, Rue reaches out and gives him psionic toughness, and I put a little plus next to it because it's better now. Your HP max and current HP increased by 18. Will,
Well, that's pretty cool.
Very nice.
you gain advantage on death saving throws.
Could be important.
You're immune to disease and poison. You can travel 10 feet faster. And once per turn, when you deal damage, you get to add 3 to that damage.
I do
3
like
psychic
the extra
damage.
damage. But his will go past and you touch and he lights it up. It's like, what, you guys aren't coming? This is the thing that killed our parents. I'ma fuck it up.
Everybody roll initiative, please.
That's why I wanted to do it before you.
You're smart.
I got one for you too, Kev.
Thanks. Woo!
Big shout out
Whenever I get to go.
Andy G3D for producing this image for us that you can see on the screen. He there's this really cool tool called Midjourney that he was able to do this for, or we're with. Check it out. All right, so let's get some initiative rolls. Give me a second.
I gotta go read up on a bunch of these powers in the staff, not see if
All right, 25 to 20, please.
21.
Nice.
Nice, Kev.
That's right.
Let's see here.
Where's chronopathy? Oh, there.
Okay, 15 to 20.
18.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, 18 for Charlotte. 16 for Rue. And what'd you get, Will? You're muted, but I think I saw a 6.
It was still 6 because I said this many. My dice apparently hates rolling for initiative.
Okay. 6 for Will. Okay, so you all begin to move forward towards the skull of this dead Titan god, and as you do, these creatures crawl out of the skull. They look a little bit like. They look a little bit like. Do I have an image? I guess I have the token. I'll make it real big so you can see it. They kind of look like that. And there's 2 of them that climb out. They're not that big though. Whoa. They're much, much bigger.
They might be that big. I don't know. Space is weird, man.
Space is weird. There we go. All right. So, Kevin, you are at the top of the initiative. You see these things start to scurry out of the skull as this voice just laughs. Come closer.
Well, I am going to I will use 5th order target of hate.
Nice.
It's one action. Pick one creature within range. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of the target. So I'll pick him, so that the 2 dudes around him see them as something they despise and must make a wisdom saving throw. A fail save, a creature use their reaction if available to move their speed towards the target in the most direct route. If the creature gets close enough to make a melee attack against the target, they stop moving and make a melee attack as a power. Creature can be charmed automatically, succeed on their saving throw, but you know. So go ahead, give me wisdom saving throws for these 2.
Will you do me a favor and read that faster next time?
Yeah. So
Thank you.
Start by making wisdom saving throws for those 2.
Much appreciated. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's the range on this power?
For me, it's range 120 feet.
Okay. Wisdom save. Number 1 is a 10, and number 2 is an 8. They both fail.
They both fail, so they will use their reaction, if available, to move their speed toward the target by the most direct route, which is him. If the creatures get close enough to make a melee attack, they make a melee attack.
So they're gonna move. They're gonna use their movement to move towards you.
No, towards almost. Almost becomes the target of their hate.
Okay. The problem with that is that you haven't seen Almost yet.
That skull thing, that's not almost?
Nope.
Well, you know what? I thought it was almost, and
I know.
So could I have targeted it then? Because I have to target.
You did. You did target it, and it doesn't have an effect because it's not a creature. It's a dead skull of some dead Titan.
Okay, so then I couldn't have targeted it because it says pick one creature within range.
Okay.
Your call.
I would say you probably target it because you don't know what it is.
Okay, cool. No problem. I tell these guys, he hates you. He told me he really thinks you guys suck. You should get him, and then they don't get him, and I'm left nonplussed.
Yeah, it's not the result you were looking for.
That should have worked. All right.
That brings us to Shar. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a bonus?
No, sorry. I
action or
do
something
take
else?
one strain from that.
Okay.
Well,
One strain.
you don't do it like that. You do it like this. And I cast Target of Hate on one of these creatures, and I point to the other creature. And the first one has to do okay, it has to make a wisdom saving throw or attack the other creature.
Okay, which one are you targeting? Target number 1 or number 2?
I'll target number 1 to fight number 2.
All right, wisdom save.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Say, sure, now that I've softened them up for you.
Wisdom.
I'm going to take a soul
Plus 0, 15.
strain, by the way.
That can't be a save.
no.
That's got to fail.
My gosh, what was my wisdom?
With
So
your
it's
orb.
Well,
It's
whatever it is,
wisdom-
it's plus 3 with the orb.
plus 10 plus 5. So 16, 19 with my orb.
Yeah, that's a total fail. So number 1 is affected and will need to use its action to attack the other one. Is that correct?
Reaction, yeah. use it.
Reaction, if available, to move their
Reaction.
speed towards the target by the
Okay.
most direct route.
Yep, it
If
can
it gets
move.
close enough to the other one, it makes melee attack against the target.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just one melee
Just a-
attack?
yeah, it's just attacks.
All right, so it's going to make a claw attack against its buddy. It's going to glance off of its gem-covered hide. Now you guys can see these things moving about. They are 4-legged creatures. They almost resemble some sort of like a wingless dragon with a vaguely human-like torso and head. They're milky white eyes, no mouth, and they have their skin, as I mentioned, is studded with crystals. But it does not hit its buddy. Misses.
Ah, okay.
Anything
All
else
right.
from you?
And I rolled a 4, right? We roll
Yeah.
with a D8 now, right? And
Right,
so
that's right.
I rolled a
Sweet.
4, which is under, which means I manifest strain equal to the power's order, and that
Yep.
is a 5th level power. So I just
Oof.
took 5 strain
Oh shit!
for nothing.
And are you
Yeah.
keeping track of what kind of strain that is on the cheat sheet? Please do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
All
taking-
right.
Okay, go ahead.
And does that just Shar? Does that just last for their reaction, and then it's over? This effect?
It is a instantaneous, yeah. So it just happens, and
All right. So number
Think
2 looks
a useless
very
power.
Wait,
confused.
hold on.
Very, very confused.
Well,
And
I
they
mean,
are-
they take their reaction to move, but then they attack, so it's got to be their action, right?
No, I think the way you read it to me was that they use their reaction to move, and if they are within range at that movement, they make a melee attack, is what you told us.
Right.
correct?
Which, well, a melee attack would be an action, isn't it?
No, not in the sense of that, the way that's written. What's the name of it again? I'll look it up.
target
Of hate.
That's all it really says. I guess it becomes part of their reaction to do the attack.
That's the way that I read it, but let me look at it.
Or just, if it were us, we don't get to move.
Creature uses their reaction to
and
be able to move
attack
their
for a
speed towards by the
reaction.
most. If the creature gets close enough to make a melee attack against the target, they stop moving and make a melee attack. So yep, it happens during their reaction. All right, so then it is their turn, and they're gonna start moving towards you guys.
Sucks.
Yep. Let's
Took
see.
the wrong power, Jack. Ash.
They are going to.
We were
They can probably
lured
get
by the false
about
promise.
here. They're gonna move their. That's their movement. They're going to take some dodge actions as they prepare to fight you. That brings us to Rue.
Okay. Rue is going to cast Psionic Toughness. She's going to reach out to Kevin. So you will have all of those things I just mentioned. So you have your current hit points increased by 18, and so does your max. Advantage on death saving throws, immune to disease and poison. You're faster by 10 feet. And every time you actually hit, sorry, once per turn, when you actually hit something, you get to add 3 psychic damage to the hit. And then can I sharpen my senses this turn and look for the big baddie next turn?
Does it take an action to sharpen senses?
Oh no, I guess it's a bonus action, so I can do it. No, I'll do it next turn. So this turn, I'll use my bonus action to amplify.
There we go.
And I will amplify Kevin. And I will roll for that. It is 3rd order. Let's see. And if I manifest it, I can increase its order. I'm going to cast it as a 4, 4th order. So you would do 3d8 extra psychic damage when you hit things with your weapon arms.
Wow.
A beautiful weapon. Arms.
And I rolled a 6. So I do not take any strain.
Nice.
Well, we're all buffed up and nowhere to go.
Right?
All right. That brings us to Will.
What will he do?
Will is gonna drink
Oh.
a Mountain Dew that he somehow smuggled in from another universe. Just kind of reach out his hands, and 4 shimmering, vibrating, humming, if you will, orbs of force will begin to orbit him as he manifests force orbs at level 6. I will roll for manifestation. I rolled an 8, so no strainsies. Those increase his armor class by 4, which is probably about to be real important. And he's gonna kind of, if Kevin and Rue have gone that way, he's gonna start floating this way, kind of at an angle, to see if we can't divide up these assholes a little bit.
Divide the assholes. Always a good plan.
And
oh, God.
I, as a bonus action, he can whip those at people to do damage, but he's not going to do that right now. So that's his turn.
Divided assholes use twice the paper.
Divided, we fall. They fall. All right. All right. So you're going that way. You're making a flank move. That brings us to the top of the order. Kev.
All right. So I am going to. I am going to use the same thing, I think, that Will just used. So I'm also going to summon some force orbs, just to, beef myself up. I will also try to do it at 6th order. So let me roll my d8. That's a 3. So that would be 3 strain. I will, however, use.
Did you say 3? Sorry.
Yeah, but hold on, because I'm going to. No, okay, I'll keep it for now. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. I will.
Sounds like you're going to make Wookiee noises, and I support that.
Yeah, I am going to target one of these fools that's coming towards us.
Fools!
I will use my energy unleashed power. Since I took 3 strain, he must make a wisdom saving throw.
Number 1 or number 2?
Whichever one is closest to me. So number 1.
Okay. Ooh, that's not going to save. No way.
All right. So he's going to take 3d6
Oh.
psychic damage. And since I'm using power to do damage. I'll add Ruse +3 psychic damage to it.
Nice. So what's the
So
total
that will
dice you're
be-
rolling right now?
I'm rolling 3d6, so that's 10, 13, so 16 total psychic damage to the number
Okay.
1. Okay, I also have the 4 balls of death hovering around my body.
Sweet.
And I will move momentarily. All right, let me just go back to the VTT. I will move out to intercept to meet them. So that they don't go and eat Rue, because I like Rue's buffs. Need to keep Rue up.
So
And that'll be my thing. So I took 3 strain, and I will look at the chart in a second and tell you what they are.
okay, so you're at a total of 4 right now, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, Shar, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to okay. Man. I should have used a bonus action last turn, but I'm not gonna because I didn't do it. So I am going to try to psionic bolt one of these creatures. I guess number 2 because that one is closer.
Okay.
And so you see a purple beam of psychic force extend out and target this creature. And okay,
There's a lot of
so it's
bookkeeping
just
when
a
you bonus.
ranged touch
Yeah,
attack.
totally. It's a lot of record keeping.
I was working off post-it notes. I think I'm just going to pull a
Natural 20. It's about
Nice.
I have not been able to
nice,
hit anything with this
nice.
ever.
Hell yeah.
So natural 20 plus 3 plus 8. So that is like
31.
yeah.
31.
Oh, that hits.
That does hit.
Nice.
Does
That
it?
does hit.
Okay.
Just barely. Just
This is
barely.
pent up. Unfortunately, it's only 3d6. But
That's okay. What kind of damage is it? It's psychic, right?
so that's 5, sadly. What is it? Psychic force.
Okay. Okay. Anything else from Shar?
It's also pushed 5 feet away.
Oh, you know what? You also get,
Like
it's a crit, so you also get crit damage, which is the max
Oh.
die. So you get another 18 damage.
Okay. That's helpful. Then I will bonus action remove my strain from my talent feature.
Ooh,
Hold on. What is my talent? My 7th level psychic boost
nice.
to replenish my body. So I will remove that, which is 5.
You're back to 0 if you want to use it all.
So back
Yeah.
to 0. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Nice. That's pretty sweet. Then you can use, is that once per long rest kind of a thing?
Twice. At the
Twice.
Nice. That's freaking handy. All right. Anything else from Shar?
That's it. My bonus
All
action
right.
and my action.
One of these is going to move towards Kevin. The other one's going to move towards Will. The one that's running towards you, Kevin, is going to make 4 claw attacks on you.
Where I am.
The first one is going to miss with a 3. Second is a 2. That's going to miss. And a 1. I just rolled a 3, 2, 1. And then a 4. God damn it. So they all
Oh,
missed.
nice.
At least
It
1,
all-
2, 3, 4. You had them all.
I don't know if that's ever happened to me before. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Here we go.
I like it. I like it, Dave.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I bet
into
you do. A 15 on Will for the first one.
Does not hit.
Okay. This one's gonna hit a 21 to hit.
Nope, because I will use my reaction to use invisible armor to telekinetically increase my AC by 4, thus giving me a 23 AC.
Oh, all right. So that second one misses.
Oh,
Third one.
but since he hit me and missed, I get to make a power attack to reflect the power back at him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Does a 24 hit him?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just go ahead and take whatever damage he might have given me and add 4 to it.
Okay. Let's see. Let me roll that up. That's a pretty sweet power. Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah.
I rolled almost max.
Ooh.
17.
Is that a feature or
It's
a
a
power?
feature for telekinesis. It's a
Nice.
it's a reaction though, and I only get 1 reaction.
Okay, yeah, that one's not looking good. He does have 2 more attacks though. First
Figured.
one, that's gonna miss. And he misses again with that one. Shit. All right. Wow. Okay, those are some bad rolls. Rue, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. Before
I-
that happens, no, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. I target number 1
Okay.
with my beam gaze.
Yeah.
Sickening beam of force comes from my eyes at the creature. They must succeed on a con saving throw.
Okay, number 1 con saving throw. I don't think that's gonna make it. That's only a 12.
Yeah, 16. So they are they are gonna take, let's see. Where's the increased order thing? Okay, there it is. Oh, by 2d10. So 5d10
Holy
damage.
shit. Nice.
Where's my d10? Where are you at?
What kind of
There you
damage
are.
is it?
Force.
Okay.
First thing I rolled was a 1. 10, 14, 20, 24 damage.
Wow.
And attack rolls against the target are made with advantage.
All right.
Do like me some advantage.
Yeah, no doubt.
Advantage.
You said total of 24?
Yes.
Wow. All right. Nicely done,
And
Rue.
so this is continuing. My beam gaze continues until I turn it off, or they can repeat a saving throw at the end of their turns, ending the additional effect of themselves on a success.
At the end of their turn.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, I'm confused by this part. If a creature succeeds on their initial saving throw, they take only half as much damage and suffer no other effect. I feel like that should be up there higher. That should be somewhere else in this description, because I might not have read that you get half damage. I just thought you didn't get any damage.
Okay.
Anyway, that's
Well,
a
regardless, yeah,
note
they-
for the team.
There you go. All right. So your gaze continues, but I get to make a save for them at the end of their next turn. Got it.
Yes.
Anything else from Rue?
Okay, so nope, that's it.
Okay. All right.
Actually, sorry, I'm gonna move closer into Shar just in case one of us needs healing since we're not buffed yet.
All right. You hear this loud roar. Roar! What have you done to my pretties? And you watch as this massive creature that looks something like this emerges from the skull of this long dead god.
Mother.
I fucking love gemstone dragons. I know that's not technically what it is, but they're still my favorite. It makes me happy to see it.
I'm
You're-
happy that you're
you're-
happy and singing.
Way too happy.
So this thing bursts forth and makes a loud roar and is going to use in suit as well towards you, Rue, a beam gaze. A sickening beam of force comes flying through the air at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
All of us?
Nope,
Oh, I
just
think
Rue.
just me.
Yep, it's
So
a beam. It's
that's
not a cone.
+7. 12.
Woo! Shit.
12
will
is
use
not
my,
going to work.
I will use my reaction to use clarity on Rue to give her advantage on her save.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and make
Well,
another saving
you
roll,
got
please.
this. You can do this. You're the best.
25. I got an 18.
Wow. Okay, so that works. You dodge out of the way.
Oh,
as the
actually, I
beam-
might have. No, I don't have any strain. Never mind. I have no strain. Okay.
Let me just
Sorry,
double-check
continue.
something here. Thank you.
I took no
Let's
strain on
see.
it. I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you will take half damage as this beam does hit you, but you
Okay.
resist some of it.
Oh, and I resist psychic damage. I don't know.
I think it's force damage.
Okay.
This is 33 force damage, so you take half of that, so 16 force damage as you are blasted with this this beam of sickening force.
Okay.
The best damage.
It's the best kind of damage.
I guess I should know. I should just cast this power. Okay.
Let me just double-check
I
something. Oh, hold on
am
a sec.
going to I'm gonna, in response,
Okay.
as a reaction, I'm going to go invisible for until the end of my next turn.
That's a good
Good
move.
response.
I also need you in response to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
But I'm invisible. I'm just
You got hit with damage. That's kind of how the rules work. But that's all right. It's not going to be too bad. You just have to beat a 10.
Okay, so I'll
With the
start
con
with the
save.
con saving throw. I rolled a 1.
Oh, so you can maintain your concentration if you want to take strain equal to all of the powers you have active, whatever their
Oh,
orders are.
right. Okay,
Otherwise,
so
you
it's.
will lose concentration and they will turn off.
I think I don't know if I read that the same as you do. So the only thing
I'm
I'm
not even reading
maintaining
anything.
constant. Right. I mean, I just mean in general, like. So the only thing I am concentrating on right now, and it doesn't say concentration, but it must be because it lasts a minute.
Not necessarily. I've
Doesn't
got a
have to
number
be.
of powers, like force orbs, not concentration.
What do you have up? Let's
So
look
do you
at what
think it would
have.
go away?
What are the powers that you have up, Rue?
So I have beam gaze,
Okay, let's look at that first.
which doesn't say concentration, but it would make sense to me that that would
Nope,
go away.
It is not concentration. What else do you have going?
Okay, so the only thing
Didn't
I
you
don't have
buff-
anything that
you
requires.
Buffed, one of your. You buffed Kevin with something. Is that?
Yep, so that was amplify, which is not concentration.
Okay.
So we agree that it's only things that I would require concentration that go away.
Correct. Yeah, it
I
has to
was
have the
mishearing you.
concentration.
Okay.
Yep.
No,
Anything
I'm
that
not
you're
concentrating on
okay,
anything.
then you're good to go.
Okay.
So you now are invisible.
So now I'm going to
Um,
use my one concentration spell to turn invisible as a reaction. Can I do that?
Can you use that as a reaction? If you can do that as a reaction, then yeah, absolutely.
Yes, that's the thing that's going to make me hide. So I'm going to roll for it. I need
Okay.
a 3 or more. No, I need more than a 3. I got a 5.
You're
So I
good.
don't
Yep.
take strain, and I'm
Yep.
hiding.
No strain taken. Let me just look at something here. Okay. Almost is gonna move forward, kind of looming over you guys. And
Is he really that big?
He is. Yeah, he is. Really that big.
Don't fuck with space dragons, yo.
Yeah, no shit. Psionic space dragons. Okay. Let's just double check here. Yeah. Okay, it is your turn, Will.
All right.
What size category would you say the crystal six-legged beings are?
They are large.
Sweet ass.
Thank you very much.
I am going to, as an action, manifest a fulcrum. My manifestation roll is a 7. I could have re-rolled it if I wanted to because it's telekinesis, but I don't need to. I will need the 6-armed boy, if you will, to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, the one that's right in front of you.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, that is not gonna make it. It's an 11.
He just kind of gets hefted as Will just kind of makes a gesture, hefts it up, and then I will throw him at the giant, at the moose, as a large object which does 4d10 bludgeoning damage.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit him. Do you make an attack roll? I would assume you do.
Plus 3.
Sorry? Oh, plus 3. Well, does a 21 hit?
It does.
24 plus 3, 27 points of bludgeoning damage to the moose.
Okay.
And the rules
It's
don't really
actually,
cover what
just
happens
to
to
be
it.
clear,
So...
it's O moose, not the moose.
Oh, I know, but Will's
Got it.
only going to
Will
call it the
doesn't
moose.
know.
Yeah, got it. What was the total damage? Sorry, 24?
27.
27.
If this was an in-person game, I would be making so many tokens to remind people of all the buffs I'm giving them
Oh,
to like hand out. It'd be very fun.
You are a buffa machina.
Hmm.
Anything else? Williams?
I threw a small dude at a large dude. I feel like that's
Pretty good.
all I need for the moment.
You're a large dude at a larger dude.
Well, a large dude at a gargantuan dude. Would you say
yeah.
that Omoose is gargantuan or colossal?
Yeah, he's not colossal. Colossal
Okay.
would be, I think colossal would be more like, if we were going
That
colossal,
god?
I think I'd be like that. Maybe.
He's pretty big though.
Let's keep him a gargantuan
He's
there.
not a little boy. He's not a little boy. All right.
Oh,
That brings us to the top of the order, Kev.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to. What do you think, guys? Kill the small guys or focus on the big dude?
Always get the little guys first, then get the big guys.
All right. Always get the little guys. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to get rid of a number. Oh no, I can take one more. Okay, I'll wait a second. I'll wait on that one. I am going to I'm going to smoke number 1 with a little shot of gravitational collapse.
Okay.
And what I am going to do on top of that is I will use shared power and take 4 strain. So we'll take
all right.
4 strain plus whatever I don't, right? To also affect the other small dude. So 1 and 2.
Okay.
Shared power, if you make a manifestation test, manifest a power that can only target one creature. You can gain strain equal to the power's order to target a second creature in range with the same power.
Okay.
So my manifestation roll, I got a 6. That's 4. So I don't take
No additional strain.
strain from the other one. So I take 4. So I'll just save that 4 there for a second because I'll get back to that momentarily. They get to make a dexterity saving throws.
Okay. I zoned out
Each
there.
of them, number 1 and number 2.
Number 1 is a 15 and number 2 is a 12. I think they both fail.
Fail admirably. And so we'll now each suck 10d6
Suck it.
damage.
What kind of damage is this? Force?
Force.
Okay.
So do it. This.
It's pretty
All right.
heavy with saving throw based actions with these talents.
They're very much casters mechanically
Yep.
speaking.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
Total damage is
So 36 for number 1 and 33 for number 2.
go ahead and describe to me how you obliterate number 1.
Right. So I basically just reach up to the sky and bring what looks like a chunk of it, just sort of slamming down into him, cratering him, and then I just jerk my arm the other way, and whatever force went through him, splitting him apart, just shoots and goes and crushes the other one even harder into the boss.
Nice.
As the second one gets slammed with it. And on top of that, please have that second one, if he's not dead.
He is not dead yet.
Right, so have him make a wisdom saving throw against my power save DC.
Ooh, 19.
All right, I will use a reaction to make him reroll that with hold on.
It's your turn though right now.
Okay.
Reactions happen on other people's turns, right?
Okay, I thought it just happened whenever you got a trigger for it.
In theory, I think it
read
can.
read the power, but reactions typically are things that happen on other people's turns.
Yeah, I will as soon as I find it. Where are you?
What's the power?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I know I have it. I'm just trying to find it.
Do you know the name of it?
I cannot do it. I can only add one of my things, so and I did the shared power, so I can't do it.
Okay.
So never mind. I can't do it.
No worries. Anything else? For
Yeah,
your
so I
turn?
took 33 force damage, basically, is what it took.
Yes.
And as my bonus action, I will use now my reduce stress Maverick specialization
Ooh.
to
Take it down a few notches.
lower my no, it's not reduce stress. What is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Strain.
You can reduce strain, I think, equal to your proficiency bonus, or maybe your intelligence modifier, one of the two.
Yeah, no, I was going to use my psychic boost. I have 2 uses. So yeah, so I can use bonus action to remove strain equal to your proficiency bonus, which is what I'll do. So I'll move 5 strain.
All right, so you're down to 3.
And I
Right.
have
Anything else? I think that was your bonus action, right?
Yeah, that was my bonus action. So please,
Wow.
please
All right.
carry on.
All right, so as a legendary action, in response, you are going to be the recipient of an attempted tail attack from Omus.
Get a moose.
Does a 29 hit you?
No,
Okay.
of course it hits me.
Let's
Almost
see.
hit me. No, yeah, you hit me. Of course you hit me.
Hit you with a tail attack.
A tail of 2 psychics.
20
talented.
bludgeoning damage. As you get smacked with this giant gem-encrusted tail. That brings us to Charlotte's turn.
That was 10 bludgeoning. Okay.
Oh yeah. You see me reach out and I scoop up the ether and make it
That's 20
into a
bludgeoning.
living creature. A soulless elephant forms before us, and our good friend Stampy returns.
Ale Stampy.
He is going to be. I'm going to create him
Stampy.
20 feet away from this little dude, the little smaller guy, and he is going to make a trampling charge towards
Okay.
that guy.
Very cool.
So he rushes forward and hits and then hits with a gore attack on the same turn. Okay. So he rushes forward, then we'll go for our gore attack.
Just running
Okay.
through the astral plane. Get
Ooh.
ready to
I
hammer.
rolled an 18.
Okay.
So then plus 8. So 26. to
That will hit for sure.
And then 3d8.
Christian, did you get my message in Discord?
No, I will go and check that. Okay.
14 plus 20 damage.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's stomp. Wait, hold on. No, that's right.
Ah.
20 piercing damage.
Okay.
That.
All right.
And then he must make a DC 12 strength throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. He does not. He's not going to make that because you Stompy stomped the hell out of him and killed him.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, you just see
him,
Stompy,
Stompy.
make a little stomp on top of his corpse then because he just automatically makes it.
I love that.
So that was my bonus action.
It was a bonus action. Stompy. Oh,
Yes.
God.
It's like
It's-
the
Stampy
best.
was-
It's the
was a bonus
best
action.
sacred
Spiritual
weapon
weapon.
ever, or spiritual
Yeah,
weapon ever.
that's-
Yeah.
But the downside of that is that I do automatically take the strain of creating that. So it's level divided by 3, and it is a 12. So I take 4 strain automatically just for casting that. And then
It's pretty
I
sweet
get
though.
my action. So what am I going to cast? How about? It's just not. I don't have a lot of oomph other than that.
Also, everybody has received an advantage point from Andy G 3D.
Ooh.
Oh
Thanks,
my,
Andy.
yes.
Sweet.
Thanks,
Andy.
buddy.
Okay.
You can use that to roll with advantage on a roll.
You do the thing where I can use it after I've rolled and failed my ass off.
Typically, it's an advantage roll rather than like a luck point.
Okay, cool. No,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's
Yep.
perfectly fine. Cool.
Well,
Sweet.
just for the heck of it, I'll do psionic bolt at it
Okay.
and shoot a ray of purple energy at it, which I will roll. And I got another 18. That's great.
Ooh, wow.
So that is 18 plus 8, 26 plus 3, 29.
29. Sorry, what was this all for?
To attack with psionic bolt against the main big bad dude.
Oh, Moose. Yes, that will. Let me double check, but that should probably hit. 20. Yeah, that hits for sure.
And then I do a whopping 6 damage.
6 damage. And what type is that? Psychic?
It is psychic force. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else from Charlotte?
Oh, that's it.
That's pretty good. You've got the pachyderm stompy out there on the field. As a legendary action, Olmus is going to cry out in agony as you killed one of its. No! No, my child! It's going to turn towards you and it's going to fire a gaze beam at you. Beam gaze.
Freddy,
I knew I.
Freddy,
There
he
we
was
go.
my favorite.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, Charlotte.
Oh no.
You have an advantage from Andy G3D if you want to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I will
Don't use it. I'll give you clarity if you need it.
Is that something I can roll and then be like, I guess?
It's like clarity gives you that one that gives you an advantage on
So is it
Oh
advantage?
no, never mind. No. Go ahead, use it.
Okay, so you're gonna use your advantage.
Yes. I
Sorry,
will
folks.
use
We're just learning the
advantage.
rules as we go here. These are pretty high
Yeah.
end
It's
true.
powers. Yeah,
To be
you're
fair,
totally
they're
right.
only a
Yeah,
month
no, so
old
it's
at
bolster
most.
ego. It's bolster ego, so you can make your save, and if you fail it, I can give you a reroll. That's basically it. That's what I was gonna say.
And how many times can you do that?
Me?
Yeah,
That's a reaction power.
and you can do it as many times as you
Yeah,
like.
it's
or
a
is
second
it...
order thing, so I can.
Oh, it's a power. Got it.
That would be a 17 with my saving throw orb.
Hell yeah, the orb.
So you probably want to use the reaction bit, whatever that is.
All right, so I bolster you, Charlotte. Come on, you're tough. You can take it. You can do this.
You can do it.
And what does that do now? I get to re-roll
Yeah,
it?
you get the roll. Yeah.
Okay. Where did I roll again? Oh, awesome. That one is 24.
Nice.
Yeah, that you succeed, but you're gonna take half damage.
Good.
So that's the good news and the bad news, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take 12 force damage. 24 halved. 12. And that brings us to Rue's turn.
All right. Rue thinks back to this time that she put together this model dragon and thinks about how the bone structure fit together. And as she pictures it, she looks at Omus and tries to turn his bones into glass.
Okay.
So Constitution saving throw. DC 16.
Okay. A natural 20.
Okay, so on a wait a minute. Do I want to try? So this is a metamorphosis. Oh no, that's the manifestation die. Okay, so I'm going to. If a creature succeeds on a saving throw to resist one of your power's effects, you can gain strain equal to the power's order to force the creature to re-roll -5.
So re-roll the save.
Yes, and I will gain strain. I will gain 5 strain.
Okay. Not a problem for you. You're only up to 5. You didn't have any to start with.
Right.
All right, so I'll re-roll the con save, and it's with a -5 penalty.
Yes.
Jesus, you guys. I just rolled a natural 20 again.
Rude.
So it's a 15 or no plus whatever his thing is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Total, it's going to be a 24.
Not 16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then it takes 3d10 psychic damage. Where's my 10?
These
There it is.
classes synergize. They're built to
8.
synergize really well with stuff like that, I've noticed.
14. So 16 psychic damage.
Yeah, I think if you spent more time with them, you could certainly find ways to like manifest on top of manifestations and get
Well,
really,
and just
really
even
cool.
internally, like that ability she has, I've got that too. Spoiler alert coming at you. And it's like, what spellcaster in 5e has a, oh, did you make a save against my spell? Screw you, do it again and take a penalty.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anything else from Rue? That was psychic damage, by the way?
Yeah,
16
16 psychic damage.
Okay. Anything else from
Okay.
you?
No. I'm gonna go look and see what my deficits are.
All right, so Omus moves forward, getting close to you and just growls at you. You are tenacious, much like your parents were, but eventually they served me too. And, oh man. This is not going to be good. This is called Exploding Aura.
Nothing titled Exploding Aura is good.
No, it's not good. You watch as this aura, this 60-foot radius aura around this giant, huge dragon begins to pulse, and it is going to explode. I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw. I highly recommend, if you have an advantage, you use it.
I shall.
Up to you. Up to you.
I shall. Oh, not too bad.
Constitution, so +7. Yeah, I'll use my advantage.
I also used the advantage. I got a 21 with the advantage.
I got a 22 with the advantage.
Also 22 with the advantage.
What should be
Alright.
20?
Ashley got a 6, right?
I did actually.
Oh, no.
But with 12. With my
A total of
additional
12?
bonuses. Total of 12.
So did anybody? So 12, and Rue, what was yours?
20
2.
+7, 22.
22 for me also, and 21 for Michael.
Okay. This is bad. This is 10 d10 damage.
It's not a great number. It's not a great number at all.
No.
Yeah.
So
I can take it.
so this isn't good.
Can you?
Against everyone? Everyone failed?
No. The only person that failed, I believe, is, well, the DC is 19. So if you failed, I believe this is just Charlotte. Charlotte, you're gonna take 62 points of radiant damage, and the rest of you are
I'm
gonna
okay,
take
I'm
half
okay.
of that, so 31. Submit
don't
to
look
me
great.
now, and I will let you live. You could work for me. You have promise. And that, I believe, let me just double check. Yep, that is the end of their turn. Will.
Bonus action.
I'm very sorry. It was. I'm sorry. I was reading up a bar. What was the damage? 60 something.
31
31.
if you made the save.
31 if I made the save. Okay. I'm going to use my shock absorption, which allows me to gain a strain to half the damage.
Strain?
I
Just
want.
one strain?
I won't use it yet. I won't use it yet.
Okay. All right, Will, it's your turn, buddy.
Will is bleeding thoroughly from the eyes and nose and ears, and the first thing he does is hurls one of those force orbs orbiting him at Omus. I assume a 26 hits.
Yes, 26 will hit Omus.
That's 4d10 damage plus 3. So that's 14 plus 8 is 22. That's 25 force damage. As he screams that, you killed! And then he reaches out with his hand and will manifest gravitational collapse again, but he will up that manifestation to level 6.
Nice.
Doing my manifestation test now. I rolled an 8 again. I love this D8. It is my favorite D8. So he is going to take. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I apologize.
What was the damage from before?
25
Okay. And that was what kind of damage?
force.
Okay. All right, and then I just rolled a 22 dex save.
Yeah, I will take 2 strain to also make my power dynamic as just happened with Rue, so he can re-roll that at a -4. Sorry, -5. You're right.
Okay.
Sorry, overwhelming power.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's going to be much less. That is going to be, what did you say? A dex 16.
That is a failure, as mine is 17.
Okay.
So I will now roll my 14d6,
Oh,
and
shit.
we'll see how much damage he takes from that.
Another fun benefit of these these classes is you get to roll a lot of dice. A lot of dice.
Yes, they very much have the caster vibe going on in that way. So just bear with me while I sort all of these damn dice.
With
I tell you
relatively
what.
unlimited casting ability, which is the interesting part.
Well, you know what they say.
Let him have it, I think is what I've heard.
I was gonna say, oh god, it hurts. Stop. But so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 53 points of force damage.
Man.
As he finishes screaming, "You killed my mom!" as he just loses his shit and starts crushing this monster with the power of his mind and goes basically full Darth Vader on this motherfucker.
Nice. I love it. All right. Anything else from little mini Vader over here?
That was bonus action in action, so we're good. We're good.
All right. As a response, a legendary action, or excuse me, no. Yeah, I guess I can. He's gonna make a tail attack at you with a legendary action.
That asshole.
Yeah. 24 to hit.
Yeah, they'll do it. Oh, wait. Yeah, they'll do it even if I use my reaction.
20 bludgeoning damage. And then it is the top of the order, and I haven't used any of these yet. I think they're called lair actions.
Yeah, that is a layer. That is a thing.
Yeah.
Is this creature? Oh, is its lair the head?
Yeah, in a sense. He is going to unleash another psionically infused roar. Wisdom saves. This should be easy for you guys.
That's a 20.
That's a success.
Wisdom.
19 for me.
That's a success.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Thought I was doomed.
okay, so it's no longer one of our saving throws.
7.
Oh! Nat 20. So 22.
Oh, that's a success and a 17. You guys all succeed. All right, so nothing happens, but it lets out this bellowing roar that echoes through this void, this space void, super loud, but does not have the effect that it thought it would. Kevin, we're at the top of the order.
That's right.
I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, you killed Will and Charlotte. And then I will, because I look up to Will and I like what he does, and sort of.
Everybody loves Darth Vader.
Not too much. I am going to also throw gravitational collapse at our friend.
Nice.
Okay. I will proceed to, we'll start with that. I will spend an extra point to make it a little more juicy. So that'll be a 5th order. Let's see how much strain we take it. 4, so I'll take 1 strain. And he gets to make a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. That is probably not going to do it. Let me just double check. 17.
On the nose.
If it meets, it beats.
Bastard. So I will use my same power also to force him to re-roll overwhelming power, where a creature succeeds on saving throw. Against your equal to power's order, to force a creature to re-roll a saving throw at a penalty equal to your proficiency bonus, which is 5.
-5. And sorry, this is a what save again?
Dex.
That's not gonna do it. However, he is going to use a sacrificial resistance to save. He chooses to save.
Oh, you fucking bastard.
And you technically
is.
took strain for that. I took 5 strain for when I used that. So
Oh, you
my
did?
strain should be high. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
was
for that.
totally gonna full force him though. All right, so but I'll use my energy unleashed, so he gets to make a wisdom saving throw.
A lot of saves. That's only an 18.
Well, I'll still do it. And then so that that sucks. That does nothing.
That's no bueno.
No bueno. Let me just see if I have a bonus that I could do that would be of any interest to anyone.
We're all very interested in your bonus.
Yeah, I do not believe I have any bonus worth mentioning. Oh, actually, I'll do the same. I'll still looking up. To Will, I will use my bonus action to fire one of my balls. Here, I have a ball, Adam.
The moose doesn't like balls.
Yeah.
Does it come back, or are you down one then?
I'm down one after.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make to hit roll.
Psionic balls come flying.
Psionic balls.
Almost like they're mind bullets.
17 plus so 26
To hit?
yeah,
Yeah, that hits.
all right, and he can go right ahead and suck on 4d10.
Do it.
4d10. And
So many dice get rolled.
yeah, I know it's nuts, eh?
It's fun. Total damage?
Total damage is 2932.
Holy shit. And what kind of damage is it?
That is 3 of it is psychic. And the rest of it is force damage.
So 29 is force damage?
Yep.
Got it. And 3 is... Okay.
Psychic. 3 is psychic damage, and
Got it.
29 is
From his toughness.
right.
Very, very cool.
Have a good ball.
Anything else from superhero
No, I
number
think
2?
I'm going to regret some life choices and chill.
Chill. All right. Okay, so something happens after Kevin makes this attack. You hear these ear-shattering psionic blasts that erupt in the sky around you. Multiple portals begin to open in the space. Swarms of winged creatures burst onto the scene, swooping through these portals, just like swarms of them coming through. It's interesting. As they do, one of the flyers and the what do they call that when they're all
Formation?
together? Their formation. Thank you. Pans and banks towards you and starts flying towards the 4 of you who are fighting this huge amethyst gem dragon. You look up as they dive down, and you can make out that these strange creatures, these strange winged creatures, resemble, I guess, the only thing that would be even reasonably recognizable is that they appear to look like winged. Oh, come on, where is it? There it is. Winged sharks. As they come flying through these portals with these large horn-like snouts. You brace yourselves as you get the sense that they're coming in to attack. And the lead shark mount, the guy in the lead, the rider, as you can see now, comes in brandishing a smile. At either side are these alien-looking like riders, but the one leading the charge towards you, you recognize as a human. The others have this sort of speckled pale brown skin, long angular skulls, deep set eyes, flattened noses, serrated ears with tufts of black and brown and red hair. But the one at the front carries this spear, and there is a ribbon of fabric flowing from the spear as they fly towards you, and you recognize this insignia on the spear. It is the emerald and gold design of the Minnesota North Stars, and emblazoned across the flag that he's bearing is a name imprinted the name Worsley, which you recognize as Gump Worsley. The rider now, as they come swooping in, you can hear in your heads, attack the glass, the mirrors. Rue, is that you, guys? What the hell took you so long? And as this rider pans past you and flies in, you can see that it's an old man. He's old, long, gray beard, much older than you are. He's got this turtleneck sweater on under a shimmering chest plate. You recognize him as Tommy, your friend the turtle. As he flies in, you now have allies that have swarmed into the space. And with that, it is Charlotte's turn. As you watch Charlotte, these other riders peel off and start attacking these glass shards, these fractal mirrors that line the perimeter of the space that you're in. What would you like to do?
I would first like to use my first level skill to shape the terrain. And so I want like the area that is next to these mirrors, wherever they are, I'm going to take a 20-foot square area and just like, I don't make it difficult terrain so that like perhaps they break or like, I don't know, just, I'm not quite sure where the mirrors are.
They're everywhere. They're all around. Think of yourselves like in the middle of a...
And they just appeared?
Think of yourself as in the middle of one of those one of those disco balls, right? You're inside the disco ball. The mirrors are everywhere. They've been there the whole time. When you came into this space, I described them, and they had the shimmering people behind them. And Charlotte, you recognize them to be humanoid figures. And now you watch as these flying shark riders go in and they start blasting and breaking these mirrors all across the area. So what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I am going to... I'm going to have Stampy attack the dragon creature.
Okay.
At the very least, he can try to distract that guy.
It's the least he could do.
Yeah. This purpose in life.
Stomp.
That is... my elephant stats. That is 26 to hit.
Yes, that will definitely hit.
As he like stabs his little trunk or his horns into this giant creature's foot, and he will
Ow!
3d8. Okay. 11. Okay, plus 6. So that is 17 piercing damage. And I wonder if there's anything I can do to those mirrors.
Oh, yeah, a lot of the powers, unfortunately, like target that creature, so I don't know about breaking the mirrors with them, but
yeah, so I have a question. Like, I have a 14th level feature called Nightmare Terrain, where I can manipulate terrain features to make the ground shape into attacking weapons. But it says affected by my manipulate terrain features. So that means I already have to cast that first, right?
Yep.
Okay. There's not really any terrain to manipulate here, is there?
You know, it's the astral plane. Anything is possible.
Okay, well then I will try to manipulate the terrain to make it, I don't know, difficult.
Whereabouts? Underneath the dragon or around the dragon?
Sure. Underneath the dragon, I get a 20-foot square area on the ground, centered on a point I can see within 60 feet.
Okay.
And it is now difficult terrain.
Okay, good to know. So now you have that activated, which means on your next turn you can use the Nightmare Terrain, which I highly recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If we get there.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
All right. Anything else from Shar?
That will be it.
Okay, I'm gonna use the last legendary action to tail attack Kevin. 20, dirty.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Your reaction. I give him 4 more points of AC.
Don't waste it.
I'm gonna use it anyway, because I'm about to act. I tried.
Okay, so dirty
Okay.
20.
No, it's still because I have 20, so 20 will still hit me.
Okay,
I have 20 with his thing.
so a tail attack.
Yeah, but hold on. Is it what's the damage gonna be? Like what type of damage?
It's gonna be bludgeoning.
Okay. I'm not able
14 bludgeoning damage.
to anything about that.
And that is my last one. So that was Char. It's Rue's turn.
Yeah, bludgeoning. There's not much.
So Rue, you saw this convoy, this fleet. I don't know what they're called. This huge grouping of flyers come in, and Tommy flies past you and is like, "Rue, you guys, what the hell took you so long?" But he looks very old.
Rue takes to heart that he says that we should smash these mirrors. She pulls out the staff that she's been carrying around and hasn't used since ever. Casts minor acceleration on herself. Begins to fly about at a speed of 100 feet per second, trying to hit as many mirrors as she
Holy
can.
shit.
Or not second, whatever it is, 6 seconds. 100 feet for 6 seconds.
Okay, so you move 100 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Just trying to whack as many of these mirrors as she can as she passes by.
Okay. Give me an attack roll as you pass past these mirrors. We'll see if you hit
So I'm
them
proficient with the
effectively.
staff, which means I add my proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah.
So 20.
That will hit. Roll damage.
I never wrote down what a staff did because I never thought I would
I
actually
think
use it.
it's
Yeah,
D8?
D6.
D6. Do I add anything to the damage roll if I'm proficient?
If your your strength modifier, I think, with the
Okay.
staff.
Okay, so then 4.
4 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smash through one of them, and it starts to crack. And you see, as the crack begins, it's not fully destroyed, but you see these hands and these faces of whoever's behind or inside of these strange mirrors. They come up against and they start pounding from their side. So you're making some progress. Anything else from Rue?
Well, that was so the movement.
You movement and you use your action to attack.
So I moved and I used a bonus action to accelerate, and I used So I attacked.
Okay.
That's it.
So that brings us to Omus. Hey, thanks for the raid. Prometheus 2128. We appreciate you very much. You're just in time to see how this all pans out. Let's see. We've got almost recharge those. He sees you, Rue, as you go up and start smashing these things, and he sees these other creatures swarming in, and he's going to turn and he's going to try to blast Tommy with a beam gaze. So let's get let's see. Who wants to roll? Christian, why don't you roll a d20 for me? Let's get a con save for
3.
Tommy. A 3. So Tommy does not make the save. He's going to take the full force of this thing.
Hey, Tommy.
Poor Tommy.
Why did you kill Tommy like that, buddy?
You know. The North Stars.
Oh my god, I'm rolling really harsh too.
You can't kill Tommy. We just found him.
Oh god. He just took 30 force damage.
No, it was his dying wish to find
Like
us
you do.
again.
Well, that's not gonna kill him, is it?
He lived through all this
And let's see. He is going to also...
Unite at his end of days.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give him
Attack
my
rolls against him are going to be with advantage. Okay. So Tommy, Not looking good.
Have a good day.
He goes reeling through space. Kind of like when Luke Skywalker's X-wing got hit, he just went off screen. Let's see. Let me just double check that I'm not missing something here.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, and then that is, it's unclear if that's it, but I think that's it. So we'll go to Will.
Single target monsters are like that. Will is also going to take this to heart. So between having this being the astral plane and you can just fly about based on your whims, and also Will having a native flying speed now, I just see him, he just zips straight up into the air into a mass of the mirrors, and then is going to manifest telekinetic burst, which
Very
will... Cool. Let me roll a manifestation roll first. It's an order 3, but I'm going to make it order 4 just to make sure I get some gravy on that. I rolled an 8 again on this D8. It's my favorite. Fuck. Holy shit. He explodes in an explosion of mental force that everything within a 20 sphere radius from the point that is centered on that, which I see it like being on him and it just radiates out, is gonna take 7d6 damage. Do you want me to roll 7d6 damage, or does it hit a bunch of the mirrors?
It hits a bunch of the mirrors, but go ahead and roll the damage, because, I mean, why not roll 7d6? It's fun.
It is fun, and oh, delali. That's 33 points of force damage.
So with that amount of damage, one of the big mirrors, one of the areas of the mirror, they all shatter from this. And you watch, and you get kind of blown out of the way as these astral figures come funneling through, just hundreds of them, come flying down, and they all start to coalesce around Omus, kind of like attaching themselves to him. And he starts howling out in pain as this is happening. Anything else for Will's turn?
Bonus action, I'm going to throw another force orb at one of the other mirrors. That's 4d10.
Okay.
Force damage. So.
Yep. Roll to hit, right?
Yep. My roll to hit is 26.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
For 20 points of force damage.
So another one shatters open, and more of these individuals come flying out. Rue, you also see it. The one that you cracked breaks open finally as they're pounding on it, and they start to funnel back. You get kind of blown out of the way, and you kind of spin back as like this torrent of entities fly through. Anything else from Will? That was your bonus action, your action, your movement.
I think that's enough glass cannoning for me right now. Holy shit.
All right, Kevin. We're at the top of the order.
My father always told me, if you try something and you fucked it up, you were just taking its measure and you got to try again. So I'm going to try again. Have Omus give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I will do that. But before that happens, because I keep forgetting about lair actions, everybody make a quick strength saving throw for me. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Oh no.
Of course, my most important skill. Well, holy shit. The dice like me at least.
I sucked up on mine, so I'm going to use the staff. I can spend a charge with the staff to take a saving throw that I have failed.
Yep.
I got a 19.
You're succeeding. Rue, what'd you get?
2.
You failed. Charlotte?
10.
10, you failed. And Christian?
17 on my reroll.
17 is a success. So Rue and Charlotte, you guys get blown back as the psionic wind rushes past Omu. He's calling on everything he's got to resist what's happening. You get pushed back 15 feet, so you're kind of like back here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so now you need me to make a dex save, Kevin?
Would you please?
I will. I don't think that's going to do it, though. That's only a 27. I guess maybe it does. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number.
It's all right. You can go ahead and remake it with a 5 penalty.
All right, no problem.
I'll take
I'm
6.
gonna go. I failed that one, I think. So I'm going to use my sacrificial resistance. That's my second one to save to succeed.
All right, fine. But still go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Takes half damage if it saves.
Does it?
You still do damage.
That is 25 on the wisdom save.
Okay, well, hold on.
What power is it?
Oh yeah, half and oh yeah.
Gravitational collapse.
Yeah, so you should have taken half damage last time. All right.
All right, roll me some half damage.
No, all right. I'm not going to roll it. What we're going to do is I'm going to use my full force,
Nice.
which allows me to deal damage, maximum damage with the power instead of rolling damage dice. And so at 6th order, at 5th order, that's
Well,
gravitational collapse. It's 12.
Is this gravitational collapse?
Yeah, so that's 12d6.
So that's 72.
So half of that, I guess, if you take half damage.
36 force. Still nothing to fuck with.
No, that's pretty awesome.
It is on a certain level like Wu-Tang.
And then give me a wisdom saving throw.
We already did that bit, didn't we? Or is it a second wisdom saving throw?
No, yeah. So did you make it or?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Actually, I don't remember, so I'm gonna re-roll. I can't remember if I did or not. No, I rolled a natural 20.
All right. Well, you still take 3 extra psychic damage from Rue's thing
Got it.
because I still hit him with the thing.
Yeah, he's not looking good, especially now that all of these spectral entities are starting to adhere to his body. He's just howling out in pain. No! This can't be!
I will use my bonus action to activate my psychic boost again to remove strain equal to my proficiency bonus. So 5 strain down.
5 strain down, okay. Well, I don't know how much strain you have anymore. I lost track, but
No, I'm at 3-4 now.
so you're at
Yeah.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Because he just gained 5 from that ability, and then
Yeah.
he just took
I-
5
it's-
back off.
It's too hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah,
All right.
No, but I had 3, and I got 1 now, so I'm at 4.
You got it. That brings us to Char's turn. Char.
Okay. Stampy is going to gore his paw again of a moose. So that will be.
I think you go first on your turn. I think the creature goes after you on your initiative count.
Really? I mean, he goes on my turn, but like, let me just look at this. After me. You're right. Okay.
Meanwhile, all these glass shards are flying through the space right now. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Please tell me nightmare terrain.
Yeah, I'm gonna do nightmare terrain.
Yes!
So, I
love something
bring
called
out
I've been
my
waiting the
hand
whole game for this.
and I form the terrain into sharp, pointy, like knives and just stab up at this creature.
That is how you do it.
Stabbing up.
Okay, so nightmare terrain, you shape. The terrain you shape is capable of harming your enemies. When you start your turn, you can pick up
So
to 3
cool.
creatures you can see in an area affected by your manipulate terrain feature and make the ground around them shape into attacking weapons. No action required. Each creature must succeed a dexterity saving throw against your power save DC or
All
take
right.
psionic,
go.
bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, your choice. Equal to your talent level.
What would you like to choose for this one, Charlotte?
Oh man. I'm gonna say piercing?
Okay, so dex save. Here we go. $17.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Against your power save DC. Is that my spell save DC or
Yep.
Yep.
okay. That's 16.
You have the orb that gives you +3.
To that?
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's 19.
So it fails. So roll me some damage, please.
Okay. It's not that. It's equal to my talent level, so it's 14. So just
14
takes
damage?
14 damage.
Tell me how these daggers of nightmare terrain end this creature's existence. This amethyst dragon that has lived in the astral plane for centuries.
And then we came and ruined it.
Kill
The
this fucking moose.
terrain itself
It's not a moose.
curls up almost like a Venus flytrap and extends these long knife-like protrusions and just pin cushions it together.
As the terrain warps in this space and closes in, you hear almost just howling all of and through like the teeth. I'm thinking like Venus flytrap, the teeth are kind of closing on it, and through the gaps in the teeth, you see all of these entities start to fly in as more of these shards are broken in this space. They fly in, and there's just this surging energy inside of it, this bright light that then erupts in a moment of massive psionic explosion. Everything goes quiet. The four of you are now floating in this space. It is bright and colorful. Each of you seemingly alone at first, but you see, and I'm going to go through each of you one by one. You see entities fly from these mirrors, gently, calmly fly to you. You recognize them as your parent. You, Kevin, recognize your father, Chuck, flying towards you in an astral form. Charlotte and Will, your mother, Helen. And Rue, your father, Matt. Explain or give us a quick description of what you might say to your parent in this one last moment that you have with them, their psychic energy now being absorbed back into the cosmos, the multiverse. Kevin, why don't you start for us?
Gee, Dad, I know I hope you're proud of me. I tried real hard. I tried to do what I thought you would have done. And if you're going away now for real and for good, I hope you do so being proud of me.
Your father doesn't say anything in response, but you see on the face of his ethereal form a smile, something that you recall as a child, something that brought you great joy and comfort, and he just reaches out for you and touches you on the shoulder, and you don't really feel the touch, but you feel the energy of the touch, and everything goes dark. Rue, you have a moment with your father, Matt.
I reach into the pockets and pull out the little blue ox that I've been saving this whole time, and I show it to him and kind of smile and hold it out for him to see.
Similarly, he doesn't respond verbally, but you get flashes of memories in your head of some of the most joyous experiences that you had as a family. And he pulls out a similar, also ethereal and astral, a little icon of Paul Bunyan, and kind of holds it out. And he just smiles, and everything goes black for you. Charlotte, you have a moment with your mother, Helen.
Are you gonna come home with us now? She says, and she just kind of like reaches out towards the figure.
There's no response, but your mother reaches out to you and wraps her arms around you, and they just kind of go through your physical form, but you feel the energy of that embrace. And everything snaps into darkness. And finally, Will,
I have an idea, a thing here, Ashley, if you're kind of okay with it. Maybe right before it snaps to black there, Will sees it all and just he kind of reflexively, puts an arm around Char and goes to hug his mom and Char together. And given that Char's powers are creating things and changing them, and that Will's are making force and creating, movement and force where there is none, for just a brief second, their abilities combine. And even if it's not entirely mom, there's a form there for half a second that all three can experience as an actual hug, as all three of the powers just kind of meld and create a moment of faux existence.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. And as you sort of feel that embrace, your mother, you can see on her cheek just a tear, an astral tear that drops and kind of like, and just floats off. Everything goes black for you. And you find yourselves, the four of you, as we begin our story in the waning weeks of winter, deep in the forest outside of a small town in the North Woods. Under the darkness of night, a group of young friends following a well-worn path through a thick conifer stand, following the packed foot trail that winds its way to your destination, Starfall Lake. The sky above the forest is clear, revealing thousands upon thousands of stars whose ancient light penetrates the cold night air. One by one, our ragtag cast of characters emerges from the forest to stop at the edge of the frozen lake. Above you, the blue-green shimmer of the Aurora Borealis. And that, my friends, is where we will end tonight's game. Thank you, guys. Well done. I'm
Thank
impressed
you,
that you guys
Dave.
were able to remember all of those rules. Holy shit. Lots of rules.
Lot of
It's
reading.
crazy bookkeeping. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's any high level character, especially a caster type, is going to be like that. I have all sorts of design thoughts after this. Yes.
Well, that's good, because our plan is to provide those thoughts back to MCDM. We've given it a pretty thorough play test. But yeah, being able to advance that quickly in 3 short sessions and get ourselves up to 14th level was pretty monumental. So thanks for doing that. I know that was a lot of work for you guys, so I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. I had a blast.
Fun. Yeah,
that was really fun.
absolutely. Thank you very much for the game,
Yeah.
Dave, and thank you guys. You're all amazing players. It was
I liked
a real pleasure to play with you guys.
you guys
Yeah, a
have
lot
all
of
been
fun.
wonderful. And
Wunderbar.
I love that Dark Tower-esque bringing it all back again to the start at the
It's
end.
in the beginning, yeah.
Let's
Hey,
do this.
spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do this. Let's go around the table. Give yourself a shout out. Tell us where we can find you, all that good stuff. Let's start with Kendra.
Hey, I'm Kendra up here in Duluth, Minnesota. You can find me by listening to the podcast Twin Portals, which is available on Spotify.
Awesome. Thank you so much for jumping back in and playing a game with us. It's been a while, Kendra, so it's really great to have you back. Hopefully we'll do some more.
Yes.
Michael.
I'm Michael. I'm on the tweeters at Valkyrie Bait. I'm here for Wednesdays for Beyond Sultmarsh. I believe that's what it's called now. It might have been Beyond Sultmarsh. I don't remember. I'm also over on a different channel doing a Thursday game at the Threshold. And who knows when I'll be back for other things. My schedule is strange and fluid because of school, but I do what I can.
Well, thanks for making time for us, sir. Let's go over to Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter. And you can find me also on Wednesday on this channel for Beyond Saltmarsh as we sail around on our ship, the Panakukan. And you can also find me on Thursdays for Rainbows and Razor Blades at the Threshold City of Arches. So stop by, check us out.
Yeah. And last but not least, Christian.
The Token Canuck, yes. Christian, the
You gotta
bleak
have
season. Exactly. We make everything better. We're like bacon. Yes, so the bleak season on Twitter. Really happy and thankful that I've gotten to play this, and I got nothing else going on right now, but I think there may be some stuff brewing in the background here with our friend Dave, then maybe not. We'll see what happens. You know?
Percolating.
Well, we've got a Monday game coming up. We're gonna take a couple of Mondays off here, but we'll be back on Monday I don't remember what it was, but it's in July. Monday the 18th for a game that Christian's gonna run for us, playing Mutant Gen Lab Alpha, Mutant Zero Gen Lab Alpha, a free league game. So that's gonna be fun. Looking forward to that. So
I've never
glad
seen
that you're
that. I
jumping
want
in
to
on
see
that.
it played.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
play
fun.
some
We're gonna mute animals.
Mutated animals, because
Yeah. Yep.
Why not?
Well, thank you a lot for the invite for this one, and I look forward to seeing
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
again.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being here. Really glad you guys made it. Of course, my name's Dave, your humble dungeon master, and I run games, play games, produce games here on the Spirit Adventures Guild. We'll be back, as Ashley and Michael said, on Wednesday to play some more games in the wonderful world of Greyhawk. Please, if you have the ability, we are doing a fundraiser for the National Abortion Federation, which is an organization that helps to ensure that women in some states will have access to safe and legal abortion services. This is really important, guys. So please consider donating to this organization. They help to protect people who provide abortion services, but also people who are going to get these services and these these things that they need for their medical health. So please spread the word, do your part, speak up, and we're gonna go ahead and raid one of our friends here. Let's see. I got to figure out who's going on. We are going to raid. You know what? Let's go raid. We're going to raid Darling Creepshow. Darling Creepshow got to play in one of our Viking Death Squad games recently. So please, a warm hello to Darling Creepshow when we get there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, playing games. We really appreciate you being here. Thanks for all the cheering and the artwork and the advantages. And we love you guys. We'll see you all on Wednesday for Beyond Saltmarsh. Bye.